Chris Cody, what is my motivation? That's pretty good. Let's bring back the organ as part of our festivities tonight. Wait,
Charge!
No, you just did a Greg Cody first down. Roy, can you smell the inside of Chris Cody's jacket from where you're sitting?
Why would you make me do that?
Because it can't smell good. It can't. We've been working all day. Look at Tony. Tony is giving off steamy sensuality. What are you, an Ellie De La Cruz
Ellie De La
guy?
Cruz, baby, 44.
Okay.
Today was a 2 deodorant day, Dan. If that's what you're asking.
Okay. I don't believe that we've developed the industrial strength deodorant that can handle everything that's happening there. So we're doing a second show today, and what are we rooting for this evening? The reason I say this is because there's a lot of action involved. We work with DraftKings on things, and all sporting events matter because your money's running up and down the field sometimes. And I will tell you that I made some money this weekend betting against the Panthers to lose big. And so are you rooting tonight on a game that does not matter for the Panthers the way that you're rooting for the Heat and the Marlins?
I always root for the Panthers. It doesn't matter about the draft positioning. I know that losses help, but I always root for them. And when they lose, it softens the blow. Like, I'm okay with it.
Okay, but the reason I asked this question is it's multifaceted because the Heat, this is the predicament the Heat have, right? If they advance to the playoffs, it means a 0% chance of getting anything in the lottery. If they lose in the play-in, they have a 4.8 to 9.4% chance to get into the lottery. So what are you rooting for? Because their season can effectively be over if they lose these next 2 games against Toronto. They're just not going to do anything, and they're not going to get into a better spot. So what are you rooting for there? Are you rooting for the Heat to win their last 4 games and try and grab the 6th seed with some tiebreakers, or are you rooting for them the playoff percentage chances?
No, I root
the draft percentage chances.
I root for them to win these games because it's not just about, okay, if they win these games and they're going to jump all the way up to 6 or 7. Like, you're assuming that Orlando, Charlotte, and Philly aren't going to also win their, final 4 games. Reality is the Heat are likely to finish 9th or 10th.
No matter what happens.
That's the most likely scenario.
And so what do you want? Because if they finish 10th and then just get knocked out of the playoffs.
I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that.
But is that what you want? Do you want to see playoff games, or do you want to see percentage of ping pong ball chances? Look at Tony.
You know where I stand on this.
So Tony, well, now I've got you standing on the Reds, and I got you standing on the Raptors. So you're against the Heat.
Business always
on business. But I've been a drumbeat of consistency on this. Okay,
saved it.
Thank you. I've been tank for Wembanyama. They had a point whatever percent chance. They ended up going to the finals that year. I was wrong, maybe there. But the next year, I said you got to get out of the play-in games. You got to do whatever you can do to make sure that you get into the lottery, which ended up being the Mavericks pick, which ended up being Cooper Flag. Instead, you go to Cleveland and get your ass beat 4-0.
Why did you go drum beat there? Roy pointed out.
Because it's a consistency thing, Dan.
Dan, that's there so you can beat the drum before the Panthers game.
Okay, Roy pointed out helpfully there, doing some great producing, that I have a drum here with a little drumstick, not the kind of drumstick I prefer when watching my sports.
See what the Yankees have?
Do they have a giant drumstick?
They have an ice cream drumstick. It looks like a drumstick, but it's just ice cream.
No,
oh my God. I got to get my hands on this.
No, but that sounds foul. I saw, look, there are all sorts of foul ballpark foods. That's what you just described doesn't sound, you just ruined ice cream. I don't want my ice cream to look like chicken.
I'm going to pull up a photo of it. You're going to love it.
Do you want your ice cream to look like chicken?
Use a drum.
Oh, we are cooking.
Roy's dialed.
Roy is locked in today. He is producing the hell out of this show. And also in about, an hour and 25 minutes, we are on the air during potential disaster
Look
times.
at that thing. Sorry. This is important. Look what you're looking at right now.
More importantly, Dan, take a look at the screen, please.
This is very important.
Did you not listen to anything I was saying that you decided right before I said disaster times? And I was
in my defense, you're saying it while our audience is looking at an ice cream drumstick. It was a good shout by me.
You thought that your timing was good on that to go to the drumstick ice cream, which, by the way, also doesn't look delicious. That does. You think
Now they're afraid to put it up because last time you started talking about the Middle East.
you guys think that this is delicious? Zaslow, you're a picky eater. You're a
That looked so disgusting. I can't with that. That is so gross.
When you're wrong, you're wrong.
Get that out of my face.
How did you manage
What's up?
to not only get the timing wrong as I was talking about possible doomsday times, but also as an added bonus, you decided by way of judgment that the way to go here was to ruin ice cream, to do the one thing that you could possibly do. Do you know how hard it is to ruin ice cream? Everybody likes it. Doesn't everybody like ice cream?
You guys would eat this. You guys are crazy.
Dan
right
would
now.
eat this and like it.
It's a
What are we
popular
talking?
thing. You get the salty with the sweet.
It's not like normal breaded shit. I think it's like frosted flakes on the out. Like, don't be fooled.
It's something delicious.
It's not bread
but-
on the outside.
But it's chicken.
No, it's not
No,
chicken.
no,
it's
it's
ice
not
cream.
chicken. It's ice
What do you
cream.
mean
You're
it's
not paying
chicken?
attention.
What do you mean it's chicken? It's
I-
not
it's
an
chicken.
ice cream
That
It's
looked like chicken to
It's
me.
an ice
Yeah.
cream sandwich that looks like a
That looked like
drumstick.
fried chicken.
Yeah, it looks like a chicken
That's
tender.
the point.
You guys are so
That's
simple-minded.
disgusting. I don't eat that.
Well, but you, of course, you don't eat it when you think it's chicken ice cream.
Well, now you know.
It's just ice cream.
But it's just ice cream. It just tastes like ice cream. It's not chicken flavored ice cream.
That's chicken.
No.
While I'm cooking, let me remind everyone that tonight's In the Cheap Seats live stream is brought to you by our friends at Never Miss Your Shot Golf, capturing your shot on signature par threes and giving you the feel of being on the professional tour. Register for the Golden Ace Challenge with a $1,000 prize for a hole-in-one. Keep the memory, share the shot, and show off your pro moment. And if your favorite course isn't in their network, submit it now at nevermissyourshotgolf.com for $5 off their merch store.
Overall, That's hey, an that's an A-minus.
Play on for me.
That
That's
wasn't
good.
an
That's
A
good.
minus.
That was an A-minus.
It wasn't.
There was a lot of shush sounds in there.
A lot
You
of
didn't-
shush.
And it was a long copy. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
One stumble.
Thank you.
There were two stumbles.
Oh, come on.
1.5.
Oh, come
Potentially
on.
a third.
Bit of
Come
a
on,
pause.
this
This room.
I agree.
But everyone remember, you can submit your course at nevermissyourshotgolf.com.
A paragraph of copy for like a very kind sponsor that is supporting one
Great
of these
sponsor.
incredible cheap seat live streams. And he's I mean, for Chris, that was immaculate.
For me, that's an A.
Look, we are too lenient around here. We're grading on a curve, and the sponsor does deserve perfectly delivered.
Okay,
copy.
you read it.
I'm not Dan the Duke Davis. I'm not a.
You read it.
I'm not.
You do the reading now.
All right. You know what, Chris? You bring it.
It needs
to
to be
me.
done in an hour. We'll do it again in an hour.
All right, you bring it to me, and I will do the reading, and we will see if I could perfect the reading. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying that the professional broadcasters that you are used to hearing do those kinds of updates would not have marked that an A minus. We've got a lenient grading curve around here. The maximum professionals of radio get through that copy without betraying the sponsor with stumbles. Regardless, we should tell the entirety of the audience, because we're always moved when we tell the people who listen to this show to support the people who support us. We're going to be doing more of this, and we're going to be doing more of this for you and for our sponsors. And so the best way to help the folks who are helping us tonight is at your golf course. Go tell the people who run your golf course, hey, you got to get in on this because this is something I want at my golf course.
If you're a golf, and this is just right up the golfer's alley. If you are into golf, you will be into this product. And if your course doesn't have it, tell them. Sign them up. NeverMissYourShotGolf.com.
And they are sponsoring the evening's festivities, and festivities they are. We will have a number of local people here that you care about to celebrate what's happening. The Marlins are starting right now, and there it is. The 7 infielder trick works, where you just put an infielder right behind second base.
That's
For
a
highlights
replay.
from the last
That's
game.
a replay. We're playing the Reds.
Okay, my bad.
That was the last out.
Oh, let's keep making fun of Chris, though.
I did think that was the first
It was a
pitch
day
of
game from
complete
last
game
week.
this
from
game.
Sandy.
Wait a
It was
minute,
the Chicago
wait a
White
minute.
Sox.
I can't tell
The
that
sun is out.
I can't tell that it was a day game from the angle that they were
Sandy
showing
was on
there.
the bump.
Okay, so this is real. This is live right here, and Sandy is back on the bump here, and I will not be fooled again.
The sun is back out, but only because, it's daylight savings.
You do notice that back there it still looks the same. You're right.
Those are definitely the Reds, though.
You did. You got me on that one. I didn't notice that it was that it wasn't the Reds, but our coverage begins flawlessly with a pitch from the game that was 5 days ago.
Ooh, this is an opportunity for us to time sync. All right? Sandy's about to deliver his first pitch, but he hasn't yet. So if you're watching along with us, we're going to tell you exactly when he delivers.
Are you sure this isn't the last game again?
Mike, make a noise when the ball hits the catcher's mitt.
Pop!
All right.
There you go.
So he begins the game at 98 miles an hour. That sound means we are going out now to Jeremy. Jeremy is in the other room. He is in the bullpen. He is ready to help us. He's dying to talk baseball. The Marlins have started before the Panthers in the Heat. And so Jeremy...
first out right there. Fly out to the left.
Jeremy, thank you. Jeremy, what do you have out there?
Hey, Marlins, Heat, and Panther fans. I'm Jeremy Taché, your in-game host for tonight's game, and we've got a lot coming at you. I'm here with our mascot, Dan the Hippo, and we are going to get you ready for all of tonight's festivities. I want to set you up with our 50-50 raffle. Fans around Elser Ballpark, you can make sure to find one of our 50-50 sellers and go purchase your 50-50 raffle with 50% of the proceeds going to Ron McGill's foundation and 50% of the proceeds going right into your pocket if you're the winner. So buy your ticket, keep it in that pocket, and stick around until later on in the game when we find your winner. We also have a special trip to your song, your choice.
What the hell is that hippo?
You can listen to that's Dan the Hippo,
what does that mean?
Our mascot, Dan the Hippo. You have set this up across decades, Dano. Your song, your choice. Later in today's evening, we'll be able to choose your own song. Fans, go to social media. Cast your vote. Which song do you want to hear? Do you want to hear Basketball is Back, Jack? Do you want to hear Highlight is Back, Jack? Do you want to hear Hockey is Back, Jack? Or my personal favorite, Baseball is Back, Jack? One of those four songs will be your winner. Just head over to the Le Batard Show YouTube and cast your vote on social media. We'll also have a selfie cam later in the game. We'll have the classic Never Miss Your Shot Golf Cup Shuffle. You know that one, Dano. Of course, we'll have our Le Batard AF merch alert, and stick around because later today we're going to swag surf with the best of them. So enjoy today's festivities and let's go fish, Heat, and Panthers.
That is the most bootleg mascot.
That is a flea market mascot.
I mean, flea market. It's giving too much credit.
Swap shop.
I mean, that mascot's trying to take a picture of me in Times Square. That's a Bobo mascot. You know about them Bobo mascots in Times Square?
I don't understand how you guys have this much time to plan.
1, 2, 3 inning for Sandy.
Baseball
We're already in the
moves
6th inning.
So fast.
Oh my God! Yeah, it was like 6 pitches he threw. It was.
Have you guys seen this commercial with Jeff Conine?
God, have I seen it.
They run it every inning. I was like, wow, this is like a little throwback. Jeff Conine coming over, a luminary, talking to kids. And the kids are like, yeah, my dad's a lawyer. And he's like, wow, that's amazing. Let me sign this autograph, kids. And I was like, wow, that's charming. What a throwback commercial to the 90s. And then by the 3rd inning, I was like, I hate these kids.
And the commercial ends with the 4 attorneys walking in slow motion.
You should be the 5th one.
When you
Fit right in.
you wouldn't,
hat tilt.
you wouldn't fit.
There you
right,
go.
You would not fit right in.
Cut away from him.
There you go.
You wouldn't.
We're dancing.
It's good to see that we haven't gotten our timing any better than we got it this morning. You would not fit in a cowboy hat walking in slow motion in the Conine commercial. You would not fit in with your Naugahyde light blue jacket either.
One guy had a cane.
Zaslow, I need an explanation for what that Dan Hippo mascot idea is. Like somebody in a creative meeting said, hey, go find Dwork. Go find David Dwork, the host of the hockey show.
We don't know if that's who that is.
Co-host. Whoa, sorry about that.
Who is
Roy.
that?
Yeah,
It's a Bobo mascot.
I'm right here.
It is a Bobo mascot.
Who is David Dwork?
The co-host of the hockey show, Michael.
But why
I
is
wasn't
it?
the one asking.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Hypothetical.
Why was it Dan the Hippo? And you're right, Tony. Sandy, a ball did not leave the infield. Sandy threw 6 pitches, all of them 99 miles an hour. Everybody ran to the dugout as fast as they could. Baseball's moving too fast for you, Tony?
Too fast, man. Too fast. We're literally 6 pitches in, and we're already halfway through the first.
The Reds pitcher's name is Andrew Abbott. I wonder if that's Kurt Abbott's kid.
No.
You know what? I think he looks a little bit like
That's
him.
what I'm sizzling.
I think it could be.
Well, there's so many of those. It's not just Conine.
That's what I'm sizzling?
They traded
Been a long
Ryan
day.
Weathers.
You went home.
You went home in that jacket. You drove on the highway.
With the hat. I
Picked
saw
up my
you.
kid from school. I was like, hello, little lady.
So there is the possibility that the Marlins game will be over before the Panthers game starts at 7 p.m.
Who invited Poppy?
Is he already
already found the
snacking? Every time
He
there's
found the finger foods.
every time there's free food out there, my father wanders over for wherever he is on the earth. Can you find out for me whether that is indeed Kurt Abbott's son? Because now I need to know. I'm only laughing because it's another ground out to the pitcher. Nobody's going to be able to hit the ball out of the infield all game. It's going to go nine quick innings. Nobody gets a hit, and everybody strikes out and tries to hit a home run, and then they're over in an hour and 30 minutes. I'm having trouble with my speech already. And
I told you I was going to be better today.
It's
And I told you, I don't know about you, I was going to be better.
Andrew Abbott from the Reds is not related to Kurt Abbott.
Damn it.
I believe Kurt Abbott, didn't he become a cop?
That checks out.
Is it a Jim Abbott?
Jim Abbott.
That's the guy with one
Jim
Jim
hand.
Abbott is one hand.
One hand, yeah.
Marlin.
So he can't have kids?
Marlin was Kurt Abbott.
No, I don't know. I don't know if he can
What kind
become
of claim
a cop.
is that?
You're talking about Kurt Abbott.
All right, but I'm talking about, is it Jim Abbott's kid?
Is it Jim Abbott's kid? All right, I'll look that up. I thought you were asking me if Jim Abbott is a cop.
Can he not be a cop then?
I mean, freeze.
Do you guys understand what the mathematical odds are of being able to follow the comment about Jim Abbott?
Put your own cuffs on.
I can't get around the other one.
Do you guys know what the mathematical odds are of being able to utter a sentence during this particular live stream that we're talking about and say the sentence, the pitcher with one hand? Do you know what the odds are against all of Major League pitchers who there have ever been? And the one he's mentioning is the one with one hand, which would undoubtedly and empirically make it more difficult to be a police officer.
This Abbott guy, he was an all-star last year. He's a good pitcher. He's the son of David Abbott. I don't know David Abbott.
Okay, I'm glad we got to the bottom of that.
I don't know that fool.
The Panthers, the Panthers play at 7 p.m. and the Heat start at 7:30, and we will have an assortment of guests here. Jeremy was moving way too fast, correct? And he's a little too peppy as the in-game announcer. Just we need to turn the volume on that down slightly. No,
I think he was pacing fine because there's a lot to set up over there, and he's always got the impending doom of you stepping all over him.
there is that.
And you did cash that bet pretty early on, which is why he was rushing.
You know what? That's fair criticism. But you question whether or not I had confidence in the Dan the Hippo bit?
It seems as though he's getting ready for like a what is this?
Jeremy,
And they're out of the inning.
Jeremy, what
Hey,
what are you
fans, it is time for the Never Miss Your Shot Selfie Cam. Everybody get those phones out and get ready for the Selfie Cam. Whoa! Let's check out who else is on the... Oh, there's David Sampson on the Selfie Cam. Look at David. He's so excited to be here in the ballpark. Oh, look at that. It's Willow. Thank you, Will. Trista, thank you for joining us here on the live stream through our selfie camp. Lucy Rodine stopping by. Excited for all the festivities, and so is Greg Cody. He's cooking something up. We know he is. Yeah, way to go. Here on the Never Miss Your Shot Selfie Cam. Whoa.
Dizzy now.
That's good stuff. He's doing really well. The experience shows. You know he does that. Yeah. He does that for practically the same amount of people.
We got a professional.
Would you describe that as cheese or ham?
It's ham and cheese.
No,
it's
I'm
both?
asking you to choose.
It's a ham and cheese. It's classic, baby.
I'm asking you to make a choice.
We talking about what my dad's cooking?
I'm asking you to choose between the two. When
That's what Poppy was eating, a little ham and cheese sandwich.
Yeah, it could.
Tiny one.
Don't forget, your starch could be corn.
It was corn yesterday. Can we get, please, before we get to the Panthers game, what Keith Kachuk had to say? Because I've been trying to get to this for a couple of days. Why are you laughing?
This is the strangest controversy going on in hockey right now because he very clearly is talking about the Florida Panthers. He is so talking about the Florida Panthers.
What gave it away, that he pointed at the Panther sweater?
Yes, he is very clearly talking about the Panthers here, but the Senators got main character syndrome, and they've turned this into their own locker room drama. Here are the quotes from Keith Kachuk.
And I had a big cast on because I broke my wrist or something in the Olympics. So, yes, that's what happens. You play through injuries, guys. Holy Christ, this whole team. My pinky hurts. I'm out for 6 days.
I knew that was coming. I knew right when he said that, I'm like, don't say it. I'm like, don't you say it.
I just had a bad sleep, so I can't play today. Oh, my God. Disgusting.
All right, well, we're going to move on here.
Can't play back-to-back.
So
Risk management.
That is crazy. I mean, back-to-back, that used to not be whatever. But
Grant Fuhrer played 70 games in 1 year.
I think
72.
76, yeah.
76.
76.
Brady Kachuk there, not the most talkative chap, even though he's co-hosting that podcast, but Senators fans read into his silence. That's right. He offered nothing during the clip, and the controversy surrounds Brady Kachuk's team because the Senators fans have somehow made this whole thing about Linus Ullmark, the goalie for the Ottawa Senators.
What's his injury?
Roy?
I don't remember what his
Well,
injury
can I
is.
ask you, does someone
Body hurts.
Does someone on the Senators have a pinky injury?
That's helpful, but I mean, Grant Fuhrer being invoked, tough guy goalie. That's where some of these theories have been generated.
Gotcha.
However, he's talking about the Florida Panthers.
Yeah, he pointed at the Panther sweater. When he said
It is obvious he is talking about the Florida Panthers.
And Matthew clearly jumps in like, oh, I shouldn't even have got him here. I knew it right when he started.
And you would think that if he's indeed talking about the Florida Panthers, calling them soft, this would cause an issue in their locker room. Nah, we're good. Yeah, all right. We won 2 cups. Bodies gave out. Yeah, okay, we'll wear that one, Keith. We move on. Like, it is about the Panthers. The Panthers have taken it in stride.
It is a little weird because I feel like 2 of the greatest moments of Keith Kachuk's life have come watching the Panthers win the Stanley Cup. And I feel confident in saying that because I'm fairly certain that watching your son's success feels better than your own success. So it is interesting that he's taken shots at the Panthers' toughness considering what the last couple of years have been.
He caused real legit problems talking about the Florida Panthers that first season.
In 23.
Yeah, the year that they just got into the playoffs and made their first cup with this.
He was on Toronto radio because the Panthers were playing in Toronto that night. And the Panthers were on like a losing streak. They were going to miss the playoffs. And starting that night, including a goal from Brandon Montour, I believe, to tie the game with the empty net and then win in overtime, that started the streak to make the postseason.
But what are we doing here? Because I thought that this team is unassailable in this regard. that this is not a criticism that can be leveled credibly against this team by anybody in the universe. Never mind a Tkachuk.
I honestly, and I really like the Tkachuks. I think it's just three meatheads talking about hockey.
Yeah, they are meatheads.
Just like total meatheads.
But why were you laughing at it as soon as it started?
Because it's three meatheads talking.
It's three meatheads, and one of them's won 2 cups, and
And I hope the other one's on our team next year.
Yeah, yeah.
And the top of the second's over.
No injury for
Another 1, 2,
Milwaukee.
3.
He's just been playing pretty poorly lately.
No. I watched the TNT guys discuss this. Olmark has been kind of like out of the lineup when fans wanted him in. And they said that he was like nursing something that he should have played through. Like that was a controversy. That's why Ottawa is all up in arms over this clip.
But what are you saying though when we're listening to the three meatheads? The criticism is being leveled at this team, which shrugging it off. But there's outrage in Ottawa when he wasn't talking about Ottawa.
He wasn't. They desperately wanted the clip to be about them.
Well, I also think that Ottawa is looking for any reason to be upset with Brady since the Olympics.
That's a great point. And you would think that this would have created a schism. They beat the Carolina Hurricanes. I was slack-jawed watching TNT dedicate 10 full minutes with their studio team on this clip. It must have been a slow news day on the Sunday before the Wild Red Wings.
Big Walt doesn't care.
I've been hearing rumblings, not that I'm doing any reporting on the Panthers, but people tell me things. Roy, Mike, Zaz, what do you guys think of Lundell and this year's first for Brady?
No. No.
All right. Rejected. Trade rejected.
Roy said no. Let's talk out back. Because I would say yes. And Lundell is a great player. Played beer pong with him. He came to our tailgate. Great guy. Handsome devil. Underrated. Brady Tkachuk is a great player. Great player.
Anton in the first, though?
Brady Tkachuk is a great player. He's a tremendous player. He's really, really, really good. I would love him on my team.
Zaz, where are you on this?
I think I'd probably lean toward no as well.
What?
Yeah, I think you may be able to get Brady Tkachuk for the first and less than Lundell. I think.
Okay, if we're doing art of the deal here,
That's what
I would prefer not to trade Anton Lundell.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but how do you get Brady Tkachuk? What is that? Is it Jeremy time again?
I'm just having fun.
I found a stat.
But that's not that's the Oregon, but it's also the Adams family.
That's a classic one.
Okay, but is that at baseball games? They do that at baseball games? Okay.
Yes.
By the way, Andrew Abbott, a high school swimmer. That was on part of the Chiron.
Also would have been harder if he had been Jim Abbott's son and it was hereditary. The having
maybe more aerodynamic.
That would suck.
Or water dynamic, hydrodynamic,
Water dynamic.
H2O dynamic.
He found it. Hey, he found it.
There's no word for that.
Yeah, he corrected himself. Nobody would have been like, you said aerodynamic. He corrected
Arrow's
himself.
air, obviously.
And he said hydrodynamic. He found it.
Thank you.
Why are you giving me your sausage thumb?
How you feeling about being less bad?
Are you talking to me? I know you're not talking to me. I know you're not talking to me.
absolutely
You weren't
talking about
listening
you.
to today's show. You
Yeah,
weren't
just this
listening
morning.
today.
That's not
whatsoever.
true.
Yeah, Mike said something today that you were like, oh, wait, what?
Yo,
and then you didn't know it was ice cream. You said it
Yo,
was
just
chicken.
because I don't want to eat chicken ice cream, all right, that doesn't mean that you get to say things.
Well, we've got a wild controversy on our hands because not only are Zaslow and I incredibly wrong about the chicken ice cream, we couldn't be more wrong. The Yankees haven't gotten past the second inning this season without selling out of the chicken ice cream. Like the chicken ice cream is the hit of ballpark food anywhere in the country. And you and I must have this very wrong. We don't.
Disgusting.
Our information. Well, it's disgusting if you think it's chicken flavored
Right.
ice cream.
Again, it's not chicken.
it's so gross.
But it's.
Do you like ice cream?
I love ice cream.
Do you like Frosted Flakes?
Yeah, I like Frosted
Okay, so if
Flakes.
you put them together, is that disgusting?
No, it'd be cool, but like I don't want to eat fried chicken with my ice cream.
Again, I don't think you're understanding the game, but let's bring in David Sampson, nothing personal, baseball expert, and I am actually curious, David, if...
It's a little... Okay. I see
Wait a
what you're
minute.
doing.
I don't think that...
They're
no.
playing on the organ. They play it. I went to the WBC.
It's in the rotation.
When Israel was playing?
Yes, I did. I went to Dominican versus Israel. Yeah,
Dan,
they played it.
You're showing your ass on stadium jingles right now.
No, but you're showing your ass introducing David that way and not realizing what you were doing.
I think he knows what he's doing.
Oh, I know what I'm doing. David requested this
It's
song.
all right. Yeah, we voted for this.
Are the
Nagila
listeners...
hava, Nagila hava, Nagila oy yishmecha hava, no na. Hello?
All right. No, we just conducted an investigation. Chris Cody had no idea. He had no idea.
Jeremy, help me out here, baby.
Why Jeremy?
No, it's not time to go to Jeremy. I can't believe that you did that by mistake because of your bad timing, and it wasn't even bad judgment. I mean, it was also bad judgment, but it was really...
I have 4 songs here. You think I just randomly picked the third
To
one?
be fair, it's titled New Ballpark Music. So he doesn't know.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
until he
But I
played
have
it.
4 options. Who do you think put these here, guys? I selected these.
Yeah, but
you
you
think the
didn't-
internet just has 4
Roy,
things?
I need to go for confirmation on this. Roy howled laughing off mic, and it sounded because he saw that you were exposed and that you didn't actually know what you were doing. That Roy, I need truth telling from the other room right now.
The mofo had no idea.
The question I was going to ask David Sampson before I get to how he's just generally feeling about where we're headed in an hour with what happened.
Breaking news.
Yes?
I have breaking news. Where's the music?
Okay, you got to ask the producer. Did you think the producer was on it from everything that's happened so far that you wouldn't have to alert him to the breaking news sound?
We have a 2-week toll. Let's go party. There will be no end of the world tonight. There has been a decision made by the president of this United States to tell Iran, you've got 2 weeks, but open that straight. So at 8 o'clock tonight, party, and you can get out from under your desks. Phew.
Well, we could do it right now. We don't have to do it in an hour. You're saying it's an idle threat that meant nothing, and we can go back to the silliness of sports.
I didn't mean nothing. I think we should all remember
nothing.
the language that was used this morning in a negotiation tactic.
No, I'm saying that what it means as nothing is every word that comes out of his mouth. Like it's just empty nonsense and gibberish and the rantings of a senile lunatic.
And you're not excusing the behavior. I think we need to remember the language that he used as a bargaining chip.
I mean, we've got to remember the avalanche of lies that have led us to this moment that now has that lie in it. But what I was going to ask you before we got to that, David, is how good are the Marlins? Like, is it they've run into left-handed pitching? They're facing an unusual amount of left-handed pitching, but I think this team has a chance to be, at the very least, efficiently good.
I can't stand the matchup situation that the analytics department is doing in Miami right now. I want to see Owen Cassie hit every day. I want to see Griffin Conine in the game.
Thank you.
I do not want to see Slater leading off against every lefty. I understand why that lineup is given to Clayton, and it's given to him, and I get it. But I want Edwards at the top of the lineup, and I can't stand the fact that there are people in the game who choose to only go analytic, and their eyes are like closed. They're going like Ray Charles. They're putting in numbers like Matthew Broderick in War Games.
You didn't just make a 1980s movie reference. You didn't just do that.
In the middle of it, I stopped.
You just didn't do
Damn
that.
it.
He's so right, though. This is so annoying. It's like back in my day, you had 9 starters, or at least 8, and like one guy, like one position you switched off. It's like, it's so annoying that they have like 2 guys they play every day, and everything else is just matchup based.
You can't evaluate players without giving them an opportunity to be in there on an everyday basis. I don't care that it's 2026 and I'm out of the game since 2017. It hasn't changed. You cannot evaluate players properly without seeing them in a position to either succeed or fail. It doesn't matter what pregame drills they're doing or what they're measuring their sleep and their heart rate and all that other crap. I want to see them play the game.
David, I know what you're going to say, but I'm going to ask it anyway. You're saying that the lineup card is not the manager's.
Oh, you know that. It's an old story. Brian Cashman was so funny last week when he went absolutely ballistic in an article saying, I've never given Aaron Boone the lineup one time. Hi, I'm Brian Cashman. I get to the ballpark like everybody else, and I walk in the clubhouse and say, oh, who's playing today? Then he should be fired. It's just not the case. Yeah, Clayton does not do the lineup. Peter and his people do, and that is way more common in the game than you'd think. I would say about 30 teams do it that way.
Well, let me just clarify for everybody, because this is not, it's not relatively new. It's been happening for a while, but it is more pronounced than it has ever been. The managers on the best team are simply middle managers. The front offices are running these baseball teams more than they ever have. And to the point that you're making specifically about the Marlins, it makes sense that the guys from Tampa would try to evolve the game to every individual matchup because of the things that you're talking about, the science that has gone into this. David, I'm listening to the Mets broadcast, okay, and they are talking about how Francisco Lindor, who doesn't need a lot of help defensively, is taking infield with a glove that's 2 inches shorter than the average glove, fielding baseballs that are meant to spin a specific way off of a machine that is meant to give off a velocity that makes it much harder to field the ball. The science around this game, you're saying, is ruining the game, but they're just going to keep evolving it. They're going to keep evolving it so that all of these things look more and more like mutations. Fairbanks started for the Marlins yesterday. Fairbanks is a closer who throws 100 miles an hour, and he's
Stop. Dan, you have it wrong. Peter Fairbanks started because he was going on a paternity list, and they had him open the game so he could leave and get to his wife, who was having a kid the next day, and there was a 3-hour delay. It was Chris Paddock's game to start, but they switched it once there was that 3-hour rain delay.
Still kind of an unusual situation, you know? Like, all right,
your closer is
going on a paternity list in the season.
I'm
yes.
saying we're headed toward a future where it's just not the rarest thing that you're going to throw 9 pitchers for 9 different innings.
Yeah, let's talk about that. There's a new system that all these teams have, and it costs hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. And you heard Connor Griffin's dad talk about it, but it's in every clubhouse. Connor Griffin, he actually was hitting balls, supposedly, in a simulator, basically, from pitchers who you can identify in PNC Park, but it wasn't really PNC Park. And you've got hitters who come back and say, hey, I've gotten so many at-bats off tomorrow's starting pitcher because I'm in the cage, and it's a picture of him, and it releases through, it's called, oh, God, it's leaving my name, fate, damn it. It's a machine that is the actual pitcher that is throwing the ball through a pitching machine. And guess what? Averages are down, and they're going down, down, down.
It's called a traject.
So it's really not helping. What's it called?
Traject.
Traject. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Why was that so important to you?
Because it's a hugely expensive machine, and I always think about what would I have done were I to be faced with the decision, do you buy that machine? Is it an incremental help? But then you look around at other teams and realize if everyone else has it, we have to have it, which is why baseball is talking about potentially limiting the amount of money you can spend not on the field, as a way to possibly even out things where you've got the Dodgers who are spending $1 gazillion on every tool possible, and the Marlins just simply can't do that. And that makes it inherently unfair.
What does that mean? More stadium in-game announcer? All right, great.
All right, fans, it is time for the Never Miss Your Shot Golf Cup Shuffle. You know the Cap Shuffle, we got the Cup Shuffle. With me today with a chance to win this Never Miss Your Shot Golf beanie is who?
Frankie.
Hey, Frankie, are you excited to play our game? You know how the rules work?
Yes, I know how it works.
All right, we're going to see where the ball goes. So, Poppy will be shuffling these cups. Poppy, can you show us where the ball is?
Here's the big bowl.
Okay. There's the ball.
Number 2.
All right. All right, are you ready to shuffle these around?
I never
Ready
lose
to
this.
shuffle.
All right, fans, let's see if we can keep track and go. All right, these are moving with real speed.
Why is the number on the comp? The number
What do you have to say?
On the comp. What do you
It's always on the top.
Tell me where the ball is, and you're a winner.
All right, and stop.
What's wrong with you people?
Where do we think the ball is, Frankie?
It's hard. He did it so fast. Let me. I need help.
It's
Hey,
the
fans,
three.
where do we think the ball is?
2.
you tell us?
3. You said 2.
It's clearly and obviously
think it's 2?
3.
I think it's 2.
2? Is it 2?
That's incorrectly played.
You're a winner! Congratulations, Frankie. You'll never miss your shot golf beanie. What an opportunity for joy at the ballpark. Congratulations, Frankie.
Thank you.
He's a winner, my father.
What just happened?
Three
You
card
numbered
Monty.
the cups.
Yeah, that's not correctly
That was
played.
not part of the plan.
It wasn't a walkthrough?
The numbers are supposed to show up above the cups afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Who did that?
Well, that is our marketing team and our Cups team and our games team putting together. Is the Marlins game in the 8th inning?
It's the bottom of the third.
It's the bottom of the third.
Holy shit, baseball's fast.
Even Poppy could do that.
What is that supposed to mean?
He's old and it's hard to see.
If the numbers weren't
It was
there,
the
I would
same number.
We have puck drop in Montreal.
Ooh, Dan, beat the drum. Get us going here.
Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers. Let's go Panthers.
Good job, Dan.
You're good at that.
Thank you.
Yeah, practice.
Another bit executed.
I've been. You guys think we
The
successfully executed
the
that
stadium
bit?
thing, whether that's the intention or not, has been gold.
Okay, I would like to, and I think this can be improved in the second time we do it. Can we get 3 cups that don't have numbers on them and see if that
Ooh,
game,
retry.
if that
We're
game,
not topping
Then
that.
how do you guess?
We're not topping that. That's pitch perfect what we did.
David, I want to play for you some sound I meant to play during the morning show. Wilson Contreras, and we didn't actually get into this conversation. I meant to, but Wilson Contreras has been hit 20 times, 6 times by the same pitcher, and I haven't seen this particular sound a whole lot in my career where instead of teams just handling this on behalf of Wilson Contreras is basically just threatening, this is not going to happen to me again.
It's not just a hit by pitch. That's the 24th time that they hit me in my career, 24th. And that's the 6th time they hit me. And they always say, I'm not trying to hit you. That get old. So next time they hit me again, I'm going to take one of them out. That's what happened. That's a message. That's a message.
I like it.
So what does that mean? Take one of them out.
It means he's going to charge the mound or he's going to have his pitcher throw at one of the Brewers. But they got a call today for sure from Michael Hill or somebody in baseball operations with the commissioner's office because you just want to stop that from happening. So before the game today, there'd be a meeting with the umpires, and then the umpires would meet with both teams. I don't think they'd start the game under a warning, but certainly they're paying close attention. I know that game started, but that's listen, Christian Yelich, do you have that quote? Do you have that sound? I'm sorry to do that while we're live.
No,
but
don't do that
Yelich
again.
responded.
David, you
I won't
can't-
do
you
it. But
can't
Yelich
do that
responded. I'll
again.
just tell you what he said. He said, hey, that's old. That's him. We ignore that. It basically means nothing. And that's how people are reacting to that comment.
Why are you making faces, Zaslow? And what was this secret conversation you were having with a bare-chested Tony?
Well,
who's,
let Tony tell you. It's Tony's information. Let Tony
I
tell you.
farted.
Yeah, it's bad.
I didn't want to put Chris on the spot, but let her rip.
A big one, Dan.
Dan, if you want me to be honest, I had to tell Zaslow, like, yo, dude farted.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Can I go now?
Good seeing you, David. Thank you for being on with us and offering your expertise there. So just to be clear on what it is that we've done here as we've made a real 45 minutes of magical television. We put numbers on the cups, and Chris farted and also played Hava Nagila accidentally to introduce David Sampson. Do I have it about right? Okay. Without meaning to do it.
Still unsure.
Okay. Well, but then you punctuated it. Was that a stress fart? And then you just...
Whoa.
Wow.
Tony, explain to me, because I'd like to understand what happens in that room. I did not see coughing. I just saw you come up smiling, and you made your way through the thickness with a smile on your face and your phone, and clearly you communicated to Zaz somehow what was happening, because he wasn't listening to Samson and he was just laughing. And so I had no visual aid that made me know in any way that room requires a fumigation because of what happened with Chris Cody.
Yeah, so here's the issue, right? Like, I heard a creak, and then it sounded a little bit stronger than a creak. It had a little bit more bass in the creak itself.
And I was like, what happened?
So I had to get a little closer to see what exactly happened. And then once I got close, I knew exactly what had happened.
And
then I
then he
rushed
told
back.
me.
And then I told Zaz, hey, dude farted.
And I was like, that's disgusting.
Like, have you ever been in a room where a dude farts?
Yeah, man. It's happened.
Not good.
Every day.
It's disgusting.
But that's not the point. This is a sponsored show,
Not every
folks.
day.
Let's go. Let's pick it up.
We're at
We
the end
got a
of the
lot
third
of
already.
stuff that we can cover
We're literally
today.
at the top of
There's
the fourth
3 games
inning right
going
now,
on.
Dan. Would you like that? That's your baseball right now? Top of the fourth inning? It's been 36 minutes.
I think we should put it on the poll. Does someone fart in a room you're in every day? I don't think it happens every day. Probably like 5 times a week.
Well, but loud.
Every day.
Okay,
I've done
but
it twice.
I live with 2 boys.
okay, but
6 days.
Loud and stinky in the workplace. I'm gonna say
Wasn't stinky.
I eat clean.
it wasn't stinky.
Chris, the thought of you stress farting while being a producer in a cowboy hat, my guess is you've been tooting like for a month straight.
About a year and a half.
Look, he has been wearing
I'm keeping this suit, by the way. I like it.
the Hava Nagila accidentally played by an organist to introduce you. Like, that absolutely made its way from the sweat on his neck and his starched shirt into his stomach, and then came out as a sound, snuck out as a sound that was just stress release.
Again, he leaned back in his chair, so that's why I thought it was the creak of the chair. And then, you know.
Thank God I'm not a goy. It's all good, Chris.
Thank you, David. We will talk to you soon. Chris Whittingham is going to be here in a little while because he's the only guy South Florida adjacent who is happy with how it is that this Panther season ends, right?
The Rangers are worse. Aren't the Rangers his adopted team? They're worse than the Panthers.
Okay, but I want to talk about not only Whittingham's past. This is fairly amazing, okay? The team is not good for 30 years. Chris Whittingham grows up in this market, and Chris Whittingham checks out on the Panthers as soon as they trade Huberdeau for Tkachuk, which now ranks as possibly the worst trade in hockey history, correct? Like for...
I mean, I would prefer to call it the greatest trade in, South Florida sports history.
Okay.
I also got Mackenzie Weegar.
Oh, he knows what he did.
Oh, he knows what he did, yeah.
Worst or best trade in hockey history, depending on which side you're on in the trade. But it's an infamous trade for all time. Whittingham checks out, and the Panthers immediately win 2 championships. The thing I haven't talked to you guys about recently, because this season has been wildly disappointing. They're in a difficult conference. They've been 500 all year, and now they're just the bottom. They're just the bottom of the league, and that's not usually how it happens for 2-time champions, and it's because they were hurt. But you feel how now about this season, because this is a disappointing way. This is a very quiet way for this to end. But if they'd lost in the first round because they're not quite good enough and they're still injured this
I'd
year,
feel worse there.
It's just to me, if someone actually takes it from you, it feels worse than this. When it's not that they got worse, it's just that the deepest team in the league got more hurt than anybody else.
I'm totally fine.
Yeah, I think most people understand that. I would not want to be in the playoffs and lose to a Carolina or a Tampa Bay.
That would be so obnoxious.
And have them talk like they actually accomplished something, not knowing how this season went.
Yep.
So I think everyone understands what smited the mighty Florida Panthers were all the minutes that they logged in the postseason these last 3 Stanley Cup playoffs.
Now if we make the playoffs next year healthy, we can talk so much shit. Just be like, we're healthy.
Yeah, and then they win it again. It's like we never really lost the cup.
But about this season, when the things that you feel, because 2 years of championship is very few times in the history of South Florida has a team felt that good.
And don't short sell them. they made it to 3 consecutive Stanley Cup finals.
Not only that, 2 years of championships, and the first run where they didn't win may have been the most fun of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
All of it, though, when you now see Tampa resurrected, that lands how? Like when we talked to Whittingham about his fandom, are you guys feeling anything in the way of another team has gotten back in the mix in a way that that is to be worried about going forward?
I'm curious to see how Whitty actually tries to get a rise out of us. To quote Zaz, he's a nothing.
He's a nothing.
He's a nothing.
His team's a nothing. They're rudderless.
What is he going to do? Talk about the rags? Like, you got nothing.
So you're going to talk about how, Matt, you could chuck their calorie-less points again?
We're going to talk about being in love?
He may talk about the State of the Union, and all right, I'll feel that one a little bit.
Middle fourth, by the way.
John Cooper not winning the Jack Adams Trophy for Coach of the Year ever. That's really surprising.
Yeah, Dan was talking about that earlier.
That is Jeremy
Charge! It is time for the Le Batard AF Never Miss Your Shot Golf merch alert. Folks, you're going to want to go to lebatardaf.com and shop our entire collection of goods, from mugs to tote bags to t-shirts. And folks, with our item of the game, we have Crazy Dandy.
Oh, thanks so much, Jeremy. I can't believe I got to tell you the item of the game. It's really exciting. And for our item of the game, we have $15 t-shirts site-wide. Yep, that's $15 t-shirts, including our very special Nueva York shirts. It's pretty amazing that we have these Knicks shirts up there. That's all because of Dan's weird kink about talking to Knicks fans who are comedians. That's why we have the Nueva York shirts. That and more for $15 today. Go to lebatardaf.com.
Wow, thanks so much, Crazy Dandy. That's pretty incredible, guys. All at lebatardaf.com. You can go shop now. Grab yours today.
That's a Bernanke goal.
That's how you play hockey, Dan.
Conor Brady scores a rebound.
I got a live Roy tweet.
Let's go, Panthers.
Let's go, Panthers. Let's go, Panthers.
Zaz was legitimately happy. He did a fist pump there.
Crazy Dandy?
It's I don't get the Crazy Dandy.
You don't?
I get it, but I don't get it.
They finally used the puppet, and you don't get it?
I get it, but I don't get it.
Crazy Andy.
Crazy Andy had the deals.
He listens on mute, guys.
At the Heat games.
29 people are like,
Crazy Dandy. It's nice as
great job, Jeremy.
I like the live score bug. Look at that, Dan. That's a good job by the TV crew. Panthers 1-0. That's a live score bug.
It's nice to see you excited about, like, you got this Panther team represents what to you in the history of your South Florida sports fandom? It does not top the LeBron, Dwayne, and Bosch thing, right?
Well, no, and especially because I was part of it. Like, I worked with the radio broadcast. I have championship rings as a result. So, like, I was in it, all right? So nothing's ever going to be like that again. But the Panther years of them winning the Stanley Cup these last couple years, the first time in my life that I got to experience winning with my boys. So from a family perspective, the Panthers are very, very, very special to me.
Mike, when it comes to the greatest experiences you have had in South Florida sports history, do the Panthers end up topping that University of Miami run last year for you?
I mean, the Panthers won. You know, like, they won the thing. So, yeah, like, those 3 years were a fever dream. Oh. What? We got a big
double.
time double.
We got a double.
That be an error?
Misplayed by the left fielder?
Might be an error. Off the glove, might be an error.
Oh, wow. The pressure is now on me. Chris Cody came in here smelling, I got to be honest, like both the morning under his pit and stress fart. And now I have to read the Never Miss Your Shot Golf verbal liner. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Tonight's In the Cheap Seats live stream is brought to you by Never Miss Your Shot Golf, capturing your shot on signature par threes and giving you the feel of being on the professional tour. Register for the Golden Ace Challenge with a $1,000 prize for a hole-in-one. Keep the memory, share the shot, and show off your pro moment. And if your favorite course isn't in their network, submit it at nevermissyourshotgolf.com and receive $5 off their merch store.
Damn!
Wow.
Damn, Daniel!
Tempo went up too.
The old horse still got it.
You got some surprises up your sleeve.
Well done.
My heart is racing.
A lot of shushes, right?
I was scared the entire time I was reading that.
That's just because you did a live read.
Is that the first one he's ever done?
Yeah, it's a shocking situation.
Never miss your shot golf. You guys are lucky. People pay a lot for that.
Well, they've never been able to buy
That's
it.
what I mean. Like the number we put on that, and you just did it.
It's
for free.
priceless. And scared. And it didn't even feel like I was doing something that was journalistically compromised. It was just soaked in fear, and I still smelled your fart.
First and third for the Marlins here.
The warmth of it on my face.
Panthers on the penalty kill now.
Runners on the corners.
This Marlins game's almost over.
That's what they call that. This Lopez guy, I like him. Yeah. He's always on base. I know it's early, but every game that I watch.
Yeah, he spent the first week on base, yes. What do you guys think, though, when it comes to baseball now that you've checked back in, Mike?
Oh, yeah, I've checked back in. I went to the game last week. That's why I recognized it when they were showing it at the top. You know, when the Marlins come up to bat, Dan, they don't show their batting average. They show their OPS. Yeah.
That's too much.
No one knows.
I believe.
Yeah, that's too much.
No one knows how that works.
I think you're just talking about on the lineup thing. The main lineup, they show OPSs. I think
yeah,
you can somewhere find the
I got
average.
to scan for average. It's not like on the main deck. We got a stolen base. We're doing small ball over here.
People still want to see batting average. It's
Yes,
not the be-all, end-all, but people still want to see
You know why?
I've moved on. I'm good with OPS.
Really? How does it work?
It's
on
just
base
on
percentage
base plus slugging.
Yeah,
slugging.
it's the slugging part.
But how do you come up with the slugging?
Doubles, triples, and home runs. It's how you hit for power. Baseball people have shifted over to that as the measurement. Batting average and putting up a bunch of 198s up there doesn't tell you much of anything when everybody's swinging for the fences in that sport. But the thing that I was about to ask you guys, the Marlins have scored a run.
That's why you move the runner.
Let's go.
That's some small ball.
Do we have a Marlin sound?
Let's go Marlins.
Let's go Marlins. Let's go Marlins. Since we're doing the Teals on Sundays, can we bring back Everybody's Doing the Fish? Yeah.
Zaslow doesn't like that one so much. You
I'm
didn't love
above
it.
it.
You didn't love
You're
it.
above everybody doing the fish?
Yeah.
You never did the fish?
You know
I'm
what
above
else?
me doing
You're a
it.
liar.
You seem like you wave.
Oh, you did
do the
fish
wave.
before.
I hate the
No,
wave.
you do.
I
do
would
the wave.
never
You
do
look
the
like
wave.
you would do the wave.
I hate the
Oh,
wave.
here it comes, guys. Stand up.
Not me.
Zaslow's out on one shining moment, too. Zaslow is a raging contrarian right now. Has no use for one shining moment. Turns the television off.
It's the most overrated thing in all of sports. One shining moment. I never watch it. I don't have time for it. It is mad cheesy. I hate One Shining Moment. What's so special about it? It's a corny-ass song played to highlights from the tournament.
No, man.
Whatever, man.
Luther Vandross, man, when he gets to singing that song.
Roy,
Magic.
that song is corny as hell.
Back to the wave for a second. I actually am fine with the wave unless you're in my section trying to start it. That one
Another
guy
run
down there,
scored
it
by
takes
the
like
Marlins.
7 times.
I've got to interrupt you. I'm
Everybody's
sorry.
doing the fish.
Yeah.
Dude.
Hey, batter.
Do it.
Give me tap.
Do it. Put that hand in the air.
Bum, bum.
Everyone's doing the fish. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Bum,
Hey,
bum.
batter.
Everyone's doing the fish.
Bum, bum.
Yeah.
On the kick drum.
We are dancing.
The thing that I was going to ask you guys when it comes to all of these guys having in their pocket where to stand on the field, because there is so much. You guys are complaining about on base plus slugging, but the game has gone so far. On base plus slugging is 15 years ago in terms of the amount.
Get out
of
of here with RA plus 1 or something.
You know
I hate
what?
this.
I just saw a half inning that was station to station.
Oh,
we got a fair ball.
we got fair ball.
We got a base. Oh, man, this is a throwback inning. This is great. You move the runner, so you take away the double play, and you advance them, and then you hit a ball straight to the second baseman. That would have been turn 2.
What other sport has that right there, what we just saw? Love it. I know people can't see it if you're watching on YouTube. The ball went down the line, it was rolling, it could go foul, it could stay fair, it hits the base. What other sports?
Beautiful.
I'm pretty sure that the Marlins have been running around the bases this inning, and they haven't hit the ball out of the infield, have they?
It's crazy. You fix it by doing the exact same thing.
He hit the desk. It broke the computer. He hit it again. Fixed it.
We're back.
So you guys don't like all of the science that has come to baseball because what I was saying to you is it is startling to me as an evolution of the game to see the number of times that the ball is hit over the second base bag and an infielder is standing in the exact place where an infielder before the last 5 years would never be standing, because very often you're looking at an infield and there's just the third baseman on the left side of the infield. And that's just one of the changes that has come to the specialized game, where these guys are like scientists and strategists when it comes to every pitch that's thrown.
Right, but they've also done stuff about the teams doing stuff, right? They've mitigated what you can do with the shifts. And innings like we just saw right now, like we're watching right now, every time I tried to watch the game, it was just whiffs and people aiming for the fences. That's station-to-station baseball. That's a little closer to the game than I remember. And I know science is a part of it. I still haven't had it explained to me, the actual theorem that goes into this formula of OPS. I know a higher number is good. I was fine with batting average. We don't need to change it. And I loved signs from the catcher to the pitcher.
You're in the 90s right now, dude.
Yes,
you should at least say
golden age.
You should be saying this about on-base percentage. That was the last step.
Yes.
You're going back like
Mike. On-base plus slugging is. I don't mean to talk down to you, but even that is a remedial form just compared to how they're doing it now.
No, that's good for the front offices, and I've been aware of it since the '90s, and I know that's where baseball went. But when I'm in the stands, show me batting average.
Batting average should be up there. Not the only thing up there, but it should be.
Agreed. But what I'm saying to you, though, is when you say something is good for the front office, the place this conversation started is the managers no longer run these teams. Like the idea of the skipper on the front of the ship leading the thing. He's a middle manager. The front offices are running these teams now. The guys using the computers and the analytics run the entire sport. Like, it's not.
Yeah, I'm aware of this. I don't have to love it, but I know that that's where the game has gone. But give me some of the stuff that made me fall in love with the game, like station-to-station baseball.
How about Sandy throwing 32 pitches to get through 4 innings?
That's incredible. That's fantastic. Look at this. Half the game is finished. This is amazing.
That's terrible. I've had one beer. Go get another one.
But that beer costs you $25.
$18.50.
Yeah, you grab me one too.
You don't tip?
Oh, you tip at the ballpark?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing. Forgive me. I didn't know that. I did not know that the tip at the ballpark at ballpark concessions when getting a can of beer for $18.50 required a tip.
They flip the thing.
Whittingham is here. Would they even take my cash at the ballpark, or are they just going to take my plastic and deny my cash unless I give them a tip? Then they'll take my cash.
I think some bars take cash and some bars are cashless.
Whittingham is here now, and it's nice to see him. It's always nice to see him.
Whittingham is a fancy lad.
You can catch Chris on the live call for the upcoming Champions League match between PSG and Liverpool tomorrow, 3 p.m. on Paramount Plus, because he has skyrocketed to the top of the world's biggest sport. He is the nationally notorious Panther hater. Really bad timing getting out on the Panthers. Answer our question here
Good
about...
timing now. Good timing now.
Okay, we'll hear from you in a second. Don't get carried away. Where are you on tipping ballpark concessions for your $18.50 can of beer?
I don't know. I mean, really what they've done is reach into a fridge, give you a can, and maybe undo the top, maybe pour it in a cup. The pouring in the cup may be the 10% function on the left end of the tablet. In general, I had a conversation in the office about this the other day. Do you know that there are some vending machines now that are asking you to tip? Vending machines. Why are you tipping a vending machine? I just think in general, people are so used to, in the process of checking out for things, doing the swiping of their signature, going to the next menu, and hitting the little % button and tipping, that they just think that they're going to extract money that way. So you just ask it in every scenario, even when it's not correct. When you're going to a restaurant to pick up food, I don't think that requires a tip. But then they give you the little tip option in front of you. Okay, well, I guess I'll just do it. So I think it's more of a means of getting more money out of you than it is really about rewarding customer service.
At a stadium, under $20, custom tip $1, over $20, custom tip $2.
Here's why you don't tip when they're, because maybe because they're pouring the beer for you. I don't want them to pour the beer for me. They're doing it because it's like their policy. So just like they're being forced to do it, I'm not giving you extra money for that.
Stewart was so happy to single off of Sandy. Look at him.
Every hit in this game is just finding its way through that infield, which is something that I didn't see for like 7 years.
CNI.
Awesome.
The Miami Heat are going to begin in moments. I want to get my father's opinion on these things, but put it on the poll, please, at Le Batard Show. Should you tip on the $18.50 can of beer? Because that is different than a cocktail. It is different than someone making you a drink.
Of course. Yeah, if they make me a drink, I'm absolutely tipping.
Because you shamed me, Mike Ryan, for not tipping on the beer because you just think every bartender
They work for tips.
It's a bad look to not tip at all.
They work for
I'll
tips.
say it.
On a can of beer?
Yeah.
But a can of beer that is being marked up by 6 times.
That's not the person serving its fault.
All right, I'm not going to tip a vending machine. I understand what
That's
they're going
wild,
for.
what he said there.
That was very disappointing. But see, there are social constructs and social norms.
But should we challenge this particular social construct, though?
No.
Like tipping, like we're the only country
they don't
in
do
the
this in other
world that does tipping, that tips like this.
That's not true.
Why isn't it incumbent upon the employer that is selling this $18 can of beer to pay their workers a livable wage rather than me tipping? And by the way, conspiracy theory, I'm not certain the tip money is getting to them. I think the tip money is added on to the bottom line at the end of the day and doesn't actually go back. It doesn't redound towards the workers. I think they're keeping that money.
Sorry, I'm a man of the people. You're in the service industry, I tip you.
Yep, same.
You could do a bad job.
Thank you for your service.
You could do a bad job. You could fall on your face. You can give me the wrong can. When I ask for a Miller Lite, you can give me something yucky. And I'll be like, you still get the 20%. I know that this is a hard job.
You tip when you get something yucky?
Yeah.
That's that Bobo tip.
I tip people.
Do you ever withhold your tip? Ever?
No, I can't even imagine. Like they must insult family members for me to withhold a tip.
So
you can't imagine.
for your tip, the tip is 100% throughout the entirety of your adult life, automatic, no matter the service.
That's right.
Compulsory.
That's right. That's America, Jack. We pay those people dirt. I tip.
Okay, Brother Teresa.
I mean, I'm not going to make every single transaction at a ballpark. Are we Larry David over here?
I mean, Dan Le Batard getting $1.50 change on a $20 beer is an odd look.
You taking the opportunity to make a valet have a moment he'll remember forever because he doesn't want to accept your cash. To me, I got enough stress in the world. I'll go with the flow on this one.
Okay, you're telling an inside story. I was lamenting. Whittingham, you don't know this, okay? I'm at a valet the other day, and I'm getting fed up with the number of places in Miami that are charging me $55 for parking because they don't have parking. So they got to go take my car somewhere when I'm like, if you just offered parking, I wouldn't have to give you $55. But then on top of that, they don't take cash. So I'm like, really? This is the way that we're going to end up doing this? So I made simply a manager take my cash. This is the insult that Mike Ryan is trying to shame me with.
You're taking it up the chain. You're going, I need to speak to a manager.
No, the manager showed up to tell me that they wouldn't take my cash. And I said, you're taking my cash and I'm going to get my car. And that's how that's going to go. But I like to tip very large. However, if you're going to rip me off at the ballpark by charging for a beer, I just said 6 times what a beer costs. I'm going to say it's like 20 times what a can of beer costs. It's 20 times what a can of beer charges. I'd be okay with you just getting the exact amount and me not having to tip the bartender because he's going back there to fish out a can and give it to me.
Ice cold beer here.
No cash.
Ice cold beer here.
No bulky.
Ice cold beer.
I'm with you, Dan. I'm with you, Dan. Especially the markup is absolutely ridiculous, and I'm kind of surprised. I remember when I was going, not to sort of be, old man, get off my lawn, but I remember like going to sports and it was like $8 for a tall can of beer. And I remember thinking that was ridiculous.
What year was that? What year was that?
It was like 2007 when I used to go to the
there's
Dolphins
no
games.
way. There's no way, Witty. There's no way. $8 for a domestic tall can? There is zero chance.
Yes, this is how we get people to connect with us, by having Witty take our side.
We added the one. We added the one beforehand, and somehow that just became acceptable. This isn't acceptable. People should fight back. There should be protests outside of stadia.
We can. If you
across
haven't
our
noticed,
great nation.
We can't do anything.
He just called it Stadia. That's
Stadia.
our ally.
Yes.
He called it
Yes.
Stadia.
Stadia around our great nation. There should be protests of people outside.
You know what?
We just
Next
took
time-
this sitting down. When did this happen?
We tip 50%. All right? This guy's made me lose all faith in our stance. Look at him. It can't be our ally. It just can't be.
Witty, go on. I'm interested in hearing more of your thoughts about this. When you lament, when did this happen? When did all of this? When did all of this become okay? I do have to give you this because of Stadia.
Chris Whittingham is a fancy lad.
We just woke up one morning and at like, I don't know if you've been following what's going on with the World Cup, but we just sort of woke up one morning and like get in the door to go to a sporting event was $2,500. A train ticket to get from downtown Boston out to Gillette is $80 one way. That just sort of happened one day, and we all just accepted that. Why? Why did we all just accept that?
He's a man of the people. He is speaking on behalf of the dollar. I was at the grocery store the other day, and there was a person by themselves in front of the aisle talking to themselves and just repeating over and over again, everything is double. Everything is double. And now on top of that, you're going to charge me 20 times more for a beer than it would cost if I went to any grocery store at the ballpark, and you're going to demand that I also give you the $1.50 after that just to round it up to $20. I believe that when he's being a man of the people, I believe you're on the wrong side of this, Mike, while trying to appear. You're virtue signaling. That's what you're doing.
And you're also using my language as a weapon against me, rather than hearing the content of my argument.
You make it so difficult.
Zoom delay.
The Marlins are winning 2-0 in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Game's almost over.
Oh, Jesus.
No, you guys keep enjoying the game. Keep enjoying the game.
Cruz. I know this about him. He's got a hell of a chooch.
Yes.
He didn't even show it off on that one. He's great. I love watching him. He is fun.
Baseball games should start later, right? I mean, the Marlins starting the average start time being 6:40. They should move it back to the old 7:10. No, it's perfect for 7:10.
They're trying to get parents with kids to do it on weeknights and not, be out super late.
6:40 is awesome start time. I wish every sport started at 6:40.
I mean, Whitty's already carved out quite the lane for himself. He wants the kids in bed later.
I want to talk to Witty about how he's feeling about this Panther season, but Zaz, can you give me a Panthers update that there's a light in front of my television in here?
We're on the penalty kill again, but the Panthers are up 1-0, minute and a half left in the first period. So doing all right.
So Whittingham, did you enjoy this Panther season? No one took it from them. They were simply injured. You don't get to be right in any way. Your Rangers are worse than the Panthers somehow. There is no reason for you to celebrate anything as the nation's largest hater of the Panthers.
Well, actually, I have the game available in my hotel room, and it says that they're having an issue with Xfinity, so I can't actually watch the game. This would have been my first Panthers minute I've watched this season. It has been a delight. I actually still, for whatever reason, I haven't gone in my the Score app, which is the app that I use to get my sports notifications. I still get Panthers updates to my iPad, so I'm still like reasonably up to date on what's going on. Yeah, I mean it's wonderful that injuries, you can't really celebrate injuries. Injuries is a bad thing to celebrate. It's bad juju. But I am happy that I now enter a hockey playoffs for the first time in 4 years that I get to enjoy. I'm going to discover what's going on in the NHL. I've watched maybe 30 minutes of hockey this season total. And so I'm happy to discover what's going on, and I don't have this torture of the Florida Panthers hanging over me anymore. So, yes, I am very happy with the outcome, although this thing that all of a sudden they're going to get to keep a protected pick as a result of the fact that they're this terrible is a little bit of a downer. So
you're just actively rooting against them still?
Oh yeah, no, I think I'm pot committed to this one. Up and until Paul Maurice and Matthew Tkachuk leave the franchise, then I'll do like that thing that prisoners do where they have the interview to maybe re-enter. It's a probationary thing. Once they leave, I'll think about it.
Why do you want them to leave?
Because they ruined the franchise. They've destroyed everything that I love about this sport.
You know what? I'm sorry.
It's like Heat fans saying in 2012, I'm waiting until LeBron and Bosch leave, then I'll get back in.
Yeah, I can't do this.
What can't you do?
I can't. What am I arguing with? I'm going to argue.
He hates the Tkachuks. He's not
and
alone.
Paul Maurice.
No, but he's not. Wait a minute. He's not alone.
Of
There's
Panther
plenty.
fans?
There's plenty of hockey that hates the Tkachuks.
He loved the way that the Panthers played with Jonathan Huberdeau, and he hated the way that they played under Paul Maurice. You had a similar take. You called him the murderer of
But
fun.
I was wrong.
You were wrong, and you were big enough to admit that you were wrong.
And I told him to his face I was wrong, and then he told me that he loved me.
Which is a sign of emotional
and
maturity.
I love him.
But Whitty is still on this train.
Oh yeah, I probably was the only one at the time, and I remain the only one. And I'm more than happy being in that position. I would actually suggest that displays emotional maturity on the basis of the fact that you are not swayed by the crowd and you're not swayed by outcomes. I believe what I believe to my core, and I'm not letting go of it.
Who else is on this sad train of yours?
Nobody. I like the loneliness in this respect. I liked when Mike FaceTimed me from the parking lot of the BB&T Center to say, to rub it in my face.
I told him to suck my dick from the back, Dan.
Amerant Bank Arena.
Amerant Bank Arena, you heathen.
The vault.
From the back.
Charge.
You called him out. You decided after the championship to feel so good about winning the championship.
Charge!
that you called winning him from the parking lot?
FaceTimed him. Yeah. Multiple times.
I didn't answer the first one. I didn't have the fortitude to answer the first one. I waited until he called me back 5 minutes later. It's like, you know what? Yeah, you're gonna have to take your punches here. You've earned this.
In my defense, I was very happy and had a couple $18 beers.
Whittingham, in terms of feeling bad because you've taken a public position and it hurts to be so wrong, where does that phone call and whatever happened afterward rank in terms of you having to turn off the television because you didn't want to see the Tkachuks enjoying themselves and you didn't want, Mike Ryan making that FaceTime call to you?
Oh, it was a tough one. And it wasn't just Mike Ryan. It was my entire Twitter replies, everyone who listens to this program. It was everyone. It was absolutely everyone that was coming after me after that one. That was a miserable one. It probably only mirrors the Heat losing the finals in 2011 in terms of a truly sinking feeling of solitude and despair. I think that's probably the only thing that comes even close. And I at least had some company.
Oh, so you're talking about, so it affects your sleep because you just feel shitty.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, it affected my sleep for 2 months. I remember what was the triple overtime game.
That's right, Carolina game 1.
Yeah, Carolina. I remember I was in Philadelphia for a work trip, and I had taken a day trip up to New York City for the day, and I'd come back, and I was following the score, and I had gotten to bed at 1 in the morning, and that fucking game was still going on. And then I didn't watch it. I couldn't bring myself to watch it. The last thing that I did before I put my head on the pillow for my evening sleep was look at my phone, and I saw the score update. It was I think that asshole Tkachuk scored and won the game.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
And,
Bust him 10.
Was it 10?
Oh,
It was
God,
10. They gotta get ready, man.
So bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
Way to
It
own
was
the
so
Panthers.
bad.
Whitty.
And I think it took me 90 minutes to fall asleep that night. It was one of the worst nights of my life.
It's the dumbest thing to be a Panther fan and go through 26 years of no playoff series victories and then you decide I'm not going to be a fan anymore.
For Jonathan Huberdeau.
And Mackenzie Weegar, and we all know what he did.
You know what he did.
You know what he did, man.
I don't know what he did. What did he do?
Are you kidding? We're about to go to overtime.
Game 2
turn over to
Tampa Bay.
Kucherov. Right to Kucherov.
He just leaves the front of the net with a second remaining. Now I'm laying in bed with COVID. That's what you did to me? And COVID.
Whitty should be mad at Mackenzie Weegar. He's the one that forced this whole thing.
And COVID.
I mean, really the one that I am the most mad at, and he's a miserable human being, is this Joel Quenneville. He ruined everything by being like a genuinely awful person. If he wasn't an awful person, none of that would have happened. He would still be the coach, and maybe they would have won with their previous formula. I blame him most of all.
Currently coaching in Anaheim right now.
The Raptors are up 13-7.
I just saw Scotty Barnes. Andrew Wiggins got back down by Scotty Barnes. And I want to get to my father. Whittingham, it's good seeing you. Thank you for stopping through. It's nice seeing your face. And I haven't seen the guys around here this radiant, hearing your stories of I couldn't sleep for 2 months. Like, you made some people happy around here today, feeding on your hate.
God, that night sucked.
Chris Cody,
so
thank
bad.
you. Nice seeing you, buddy. Can you tell me what you did with the Never Miss Your Shot golf folks who have been kind enough to support everything we're doing here tonight? What did you and Mike and Roy do other than Roy embarrass the entire company by showing up to the golf course in jeans?
They were pants.
We had a lot of fun with them. A few weeks ago.
Pants.
They were not denim.
They were, and they had the nipples.
How dare you?
They had the jean nipples.
A few weeks ago, we were able to go out with them and see the product, play golf with a bunch of people. It was a lot of fun. We're going to go to break here soon, and you'll see cuts from it. But it was a lot of fun. I played like shit. That was the big takeaway. I'm like supposed to be the golfer around here, and I practiced for an hour, was hitting darts, and then I got out and got nervous around all the cameras. But I had a good time, and Roy and Mike were actually really good.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
Compared to me.
Yeah, we played the par 3 times. And you won't believe who finished last. It was a guy in jeans, but second to last. You won't believe.
All right, Chris Cody on the tee here. Thanks to our friends at Never Miss Your Shot Golf for documenting some truly horrible golf by Chris a few weeks back. Here's Chris missing way right, slams his club down. Here's a much worse golfer, Mike Ryan, mocking him, pointing way to the right. Hey, what's your ball going that direction for? Thanks, Mike. What a great day. Thanks to our friends at Never Miss Your Shot Golf. Here's Chris on the putting green. Let's see if he can do something. This is about a 4-foot putt. And he leaves it an inch short. That's the way his day went. He almost throws his club into the lake. Once again, Mike Ryan helpfully there to mock him, tap the ball in for him, but there's nothing Mike can say. Chris was truly horrible this day.
I don't want to lose sight as we fool around today of how cool it is that the Marlins have at one of the primary positions that you want for stardom in sports. They've got one of the very best there is. Sandy is mowing through the Reds because when he's throwing 98 and 99 on the black, it's not something anybody can do anything with. Like, this is Cy Young Award winner, best in the sport kind of stuff that he has started the season with to be better than he was last year because he was clearly hurt last year. But South Florida has had so few of these, a guy who is the very best at one of those positions that really matters because he can win a game for you every time he goes out there. You can name him on one hand, I think. It's not even two hands, Zaslow. Like, I don't even know if someone like Ricky Williams can crack the class as someone who led the league in rushing when we're talking about this kind of dominance, this kind of excellence, best in the world, best there's ever been on any one night he's on the mound. You can say that he's as unhittable as there is in the sport.
He's the best pitcher they've ever had, right?
I mean, it's either him or Jose Fernandez.
Right, that's really what I'm asking.
But there's never been anybody who was won Cy Young other than him, and he's at that form again. You're sitting here and you're watching the Reds. They can't hit anything hard. Like, they're not. Every contact they make is just dribbling things around in the infield because the pitches he throws can't be hit hard by anybody.
All right. So what's the question that you're asking? How many times South Florida has had someone that does what?
That is the best in the world at one of the positions that you want somebody in sports to be the best in the world.
The what? Best in the world at what they do. Okay.
Well, no, but it also matters that he's a pitcher, that he controls the entire game, that it's not a running back's not a quarterback.
Well, so that he plays like a high impact position.
The funny thing is before, like with last season and the injuries and stuff, he had kind of fallen out of this. Like he wasn't even in top 10 lists of pitchers
but if it was
stuff.
ever going to happen, it would have been the year he comes back.
He was
from
bad.
The
He was bad last year. Right. He was pelted the entire first half of the season. But clearly, if you're watching what he was before the injury and you're watching him now, you're like, oh, he's back to form. He's obviously back to form. This is always funny, right? I'm watching him last year. I'm like, why isn't he as good? He looks like the same guy. He's throwing just as hard, but he's just simply not doing what he's done at the beginning of the season, where you're watching the White Sox and the Reds. They've got no chance against him. Like, it's not. He's out there, and they're professional hitters look incompetent because they can't come close to hitting anything hard. Our annoying in-stadium announcer, extra ham, extra cheese, Jeremy is with us. What do you have, Jeremy?
All right, Marlins, Heat, and Panthers fans, it is time for the Never Miss Your Shot Golf Selfie Cam. I'm here with Dan the Hippo and the rest of our fans. Let's get loud for the Selfie Cam, and let's see who else is joined by scanning the QR code in front of them on the Never Miss Your Shot Golf Selfie Cam. Let's check out. Has anybody else joined us? Has anyone else joined us on the Selfie Cam?
Lucy's back.
Oh, Lucy's back. Hey, Lucy Rodine. Well, she doesn't seem too excited. Oh, Alex Rodriguez stopping by the festivities. Thanks for saying hi. Tom Hanks.
Whoa.
Wow, Tom Hanks joining us from deep in the mountains. Reba McEntire saying hello to everybody on the Selfie Camp. Stephen A. Sir, thank you for being here with us in the cheap seats. And hey, there's the boss, Bruce Springsteen, stopping by to say hello. This has been the Never Miss Your Shot Selfie Cam.
The flea market mascot, I don't understand how we can't do better than this. I see that, I don't want to say who's about to join us because I want to bring my dad in here and I want to surprise my dad. My dad, wait till you see how excited my dad will get to see our next guest. Mike, why are you smiling the way you're smiling?
They got Tom Hanks.
They got Bruce. They got Boss.
Is that who that was?
Yeah. Bad plastic surgery.
The Heat and Raptors are tied at 22. My father and my mother, I don't know if you could see my mom. She's a season ticket holder, and she sees all the games. She's in the other room. She demanded VIP seats so that she could watch the game because she wasn't going to come here unless she got to watch the game. And now we're going to go to my father here, and I want you guys we're going to surprise him because he doesn't know who is here. Zazzle, you used to do shows with Sedano, correct? Or
I was his producer.
how long ago was that? What were you guys doing together?
It was 2006, 2007, 2006, 2007. Yeah, I was his producer.
All right. And so what kind of memories do you have in terms
Well, it's
of...
funny. I like telling this story about when I first started working with him, because I first started working with him, like, it was the summertime, and I was getting married. I don't know if George remembers this conversation, but I was getting married in November of that year. And so the wedding invitations were going out right when we started working together. We don't even know each other. And I told him, I said, hey, can you give me your address for my wedding? And he's like, you sure you want to invite me? We don't even know each other. And then I said, I know, but like in 4 months when the wedding's here, we're going to know each other really well, and it's going to be weird that you're the only person not invited. So we took a chance that we would like each other, and I invited him.
What do you remember about all of this, Sedano? Did you? Yeah, you ended up going, yes?
That was an accurate depiction, and I would say that, yes, I went, and it was one of the best weddings I've ever been to, no doubt. And by the way, I'm going to have to constantly move here because you want me to be maximum Cuban with your father, and I'm in an American Airlines lounge in Charlotte. So that is not going to be able to happen anywhere I sit down because people are going to think I'm an insane person.
I ran into Sedano in that lounge.
That's a good lounge. That's one of the better ones.
No, I ran into you. Was it here? No, not in Charlotte. I ran into you. Wasn't it like Salt Lake City? I ran into you in Delta Lounge with Amber.
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
Boppy.
I'm glad we learned that.
Boppy, do you see who's here? Do you see you? Are you excited? Sedano calls you and Mom all the time. He calls you from California to catch up with you. Look at who's here, Boppy.
Yeah, he's a Lakers guy. I know.
Gonzalo, dime, ¿qué te dio Danny para estar despierto a esta hora? ¿Cafecito, tres leches? ¿Qué te dio?
Me dio pizza. No black beans and rice. Every time I come in, he promised me black beans and rice, and he turns out with something else.
Dan, at least get him some pollo tropical or something.
Pizza no es comida. Mi abuela me dijo eso. Pizza no es comida.
Well,
exactamente.
But pollo tropical is the best deal in town.
Whoa.
For $7.95, you get a hell of a deal. Tropic Shop, buddy. Best deal in town.
Put it on the poll at Le Batard Show. Is Pollo Tropical the best deal?
Tropical. Come on.
Don't forget.
Tropical.
Yeah, and Dan, don't forget the Tropi Chop, as he said, which is actually a ripoff of Chicken Kitchen, if we're being honest. They felt threatened by Chicken Kitchen, Pollo Tropical, and they went that direction.
The only thing that beats Pollo Tropical is la croqueta.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right,
I mean, a croqueta anywhere.
That's right,
anywhere.
No, or maybe la frita.
Well, not you know where? Not at Publix. Not at Publix. The croquetas at Publix are kind of weak.
Yeah, well, yeah. They're fake. They're not true croquetas.
Bobby, tell the people
exactly.
tell the people about El Rey de la Fritas. Like, tell the people what you like to eat there.
You're a Rey de la Frita guy?
What is the deal you get there?
I get for $5.50. I get a hell of a frita, which is the Cuban version of an American hamburger. But it's a Cuban version, so it's a Cuban.
It has
frita.
chorizo in it.
They got chorizo, they got paprika, they got all kind of stuff. They got onions, they got, you name it, they got it.
It's not paprika, papi. No hay paprika.
They have a little bit of, they mix it into the meat. Paprika.
Yeah, they mix it in.
Y picadillo lo mezclan. Un poquito de
paprika. That's what gives the taste.
Paprika the red color, too.
That's right, the right color and everything.
How about the French fries? How about la frita?
Why are we asking Dan about Cuban food?
How about the French fries?
Well, how about the papa fritas? Yeah, what about papa fritas?
Well, what are you paying? What is the deal you're getting at El Rey de la Fritas? What is the deal? You're having the entire meal.
You get a frita for $5, buddy. You don't get anything to eat in this country now for $5.
He's absolutely right.
That's fair. That is true. He's 100% right.
There's El Rey de la Frita, but there's also El Mago de la Frita.
Yeah, but
the wise man of the frita.
Yeah, but I stick to
wait. Where's that at?
That's on Bird. I'll show you when you get back.
I think that
I'm a
8th Street and 40-something or 50-something, that's El Mago de la Frita. Exactly right. And 8th Street and 15th Avenue Southwest is El Rey de la Frita.
Exactly.
That's where the
that looks so
is.
good. That looks so good right there. I wish they had a frita here at this lounge.
Boulder Bam just threw up there. Poppy, how do you feel about the Heat right now?
The Heat gone fishing. That's it. It's Paul off his job. 6 months a year, $18 million, and he got 6 months to go fishing, buddy. That's a hell of a deal.
My father
Oh, my God.
Sedano, my father continues to crush Eric Spoelstra for the last 4 years.
Wait, do you remember when you and I were standing there after they had lost some series? I forget which one it was now, but they lost the series to somebody. And his now ex-wife was standing right there as your father was ripping him to shreds. And she was literally like 10 feet away. His entire family was 10 feet away from your father while he's ripping him to shreds.
Do
you remember that?
Did Montreal just score?
I never rip a sports in public. It's just private.
That's not true. Absolutely. You absolutely did. I feel like Dan was there too. Dan, were you not there that day?
No, my mother told me the story about how she couldn't get him to quiet down, even though he was insulting Spo around Spo's family. She couldn't, get him to shut up.
The only ones that weren't there were the children, I believe. Outside of that, the entire family might have been there.
No, I think the kids were there. I think that's why I think that's why my mother was embarrassed. It was bad. Poppy, you realize you're the only one who does this, but what's happening in this Panther game?
Montreal tied the game. It's 1-1, 16 and a half minutes left in the second period.
And in baseball, in the bottom of the sixth, the Marlins have had the bases loaded. They had it
spot.
loaded with one out.
Big spot.
The Reds got a force out at home plate, so now bases loaded, 2 outs for the Marlins. Liam Hicks, who I still think might be the major league leader in RBI, is at the dish.
That's a good example of the Marlins. They won't play a guy who's hit 3 home runs this season. It's like he's got the hot bat, but still sat 2 games in a row because it's a lefty.
Wait, is Chris dressed like Puka Nakua's attorney?
That's right.
Wow.
Attaboy.
Good
LA
job,
guy
George.
right there.
Good job, George. Would have thought Bud Adams, but you nailed it.
What? That is just tremendous.
He loves it.
That Sedano noticed that.
Nailed it.
But it took him 10 minutes until we were
He was trying to find it. He's like, where have I seen that
He
before?
works in L.A. He's been talking plenty of Puka Nakua.
You realizing that 10 minutes in because he's been there, he's been staring at you.
No, but I hadn't seen him. I hadn't seen him yet until then. I didn't realize what I saw him briefly. I didn't notice him until then.
How many years
I'm
younger?
crying.
How many years younger do I look?
Younger than him or younger than your normal age?
Him.
Yeah, well, I believe that I believe the cowboy hat and the coat are slimming, and I believe that Sedano is saying that look makes you look younger than you actually do in a baseball cap.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with
Look,
that.
the Puka's attorney is right behind you, George.
Yes, I know. I'm sure. Oh God.
Can you give us give us some heat?
Can I ask your dad a question?
Yeah, but I want to get some heat. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Papi.
Dime.
Papi, ¿me oye?
Sí, yo te oigo.
Papi, would you be okay if the Heat traded for Giannis? How would you feel about that?
Oh, Janos, yeah. Well, who are they going to give up? Adebayo and this guy, Hero? I call Hero the Great Houdini. No?
Yeah, I know. I heard about that. Yes.
Yeah, about
yes,
that.
I've heard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
It would be.
I heard your discussion.
It would have been Khalil Ware
Giannis.
and Tyler Hero, Poppy, is what it would have been.
By the way, can I call out Zaslow for 1 second? As much as I love him, you were calling out Giannis for being like not. What was the phrase you used? That because I guess he was not a professional. You didn't care when Damian Lillard was trying not to be a professional and only wanted to be traded to the Heat.
Yeah, what happened to that deal?
I was saying that he's not being professional. Where if he's being asked to practice and he's saying no, I don't want to practice, that's not professional, George.
Well, he was asked to do the 3-on-3, but you were saying about, I believe the first time you said it was when he asked for the trade just to the Knicks. You said that didn't help.
No, that had nothing to do with being professional. What I'm saying is, like, if you want to do what's best for the team, like, you can't just say I'll only go to one team. That's not right.
I mean, Dame did it. You would have been it just didn't work out. So, but you were okay with that.
I understand, but we didn't have leaked info like this one where, Dame and his agent are saying we're trying to do the right thing and make this process easy. Like Giannis said that, not Dame.
It was kind of the same thing. Those two guys are, the fact that they didn't play well, and I don't know if they got along or not or whatever, but the fact that they both kind of went through the same path and didn't accomplish their goals of actually playing on the team that they wanted to play on. In Giannis's case, it looks like the Knicks. And in Dame's case, it was the Heat. I mean, they're both kind of to blame here. And they both acted the exact same way because they only cared. I shouldn't say they only cared. They mostly cared about the ego of wanting to be liked. Like that part of it is most important to them.
Yes, but I don't think they acted the same way. Like Dame was, or maybe we never got the chance for Dame to act the same way.
Well, Dame was never hurt, so that's different.
Right. Well, yeah, but like Giannis is just saying, "Hey, I want to play. I don't have to practice. I'm here. Let me in the game." Like that's not the way it works, George.
That's not unprecedented, I would say.
All right.
You wanted? Did you want to give me your analysis on the Miami Heat as we, Mike Ryan has been essentially right about this team for 4 years, except for the blip where, as a play-in team, they get all the way to the finals because Jimmy Butler helps them produce. One of the great upsets in the history of the sport in order to get the Miami Heat to the finals. You are aware on the architecture of this team and how much they've missed recently on all the things that would be additions.
Well, I mean, we learned today that, in that story with Shams, that they were right there in the end for Giannis. And I know that doesn't, solve Mike's issues with them. I get that. It's not from a lack of trying, in my opinion. I saw the conversation he had with Amin. And I do think Amin is partially right too, where it's like, hey, we don't know what's exactly been available to them. We know that they were right there, that this deal was going to be done had the owners of the Bucks and their complicated ownership situation not been the issue there, I think. But anyway, to answer your question, they need to be the 10 seed and be bounced. They need some lottery luck. They need to take their chances. I'd much rather them have whatever it is, a 4% chance or whatever the numbers are, to get a top pick or a top 4 pick. I'd much rather them have that opportunity than be a team that just gets out of the play-in again and not even in the lottery. Like at this point, just be in the lottery, in a good draft, and wherever you land, at the very least, you'll have a decent shot at a player. And, fingers crossed, you end up in the top 4. We've now seen it. I think it's like several years in a row now where the worst team has not gotten the top pick. We've seen a lot of teams jump into the lottery that were not at the bottom necessarily of the standings. So if I'm them, I'd rather take my chances there because the way they're going about it, unless they somehow land a Giannis, they're not gonna do anything. I know you're laughing at the guy, Brian, they're not.
He's plugging something in while balancing a baked potato or a taco.
I've been there, man.
On a plate, and
I have so been there.
That is so the Charlotte Lounge right there.
Is that me in 40 years? Now I have to dress like that guy.
Time traveling Chris.
Yeah,
I've been distracted. Anyway. I've been distracted by that guy the entire time you're talking because I think that taco or that baked potato is going to fly off that cup. George,
catch it.
Before we get you out of here, Mike Biamonte is here, and it's the end of an era. It's 35 years as the in-arena announcer of the Miami Heat, more than 1,500 games, 6 NBA Finals. Stand up and make some noise for Mike Biamonte.
Honestly, after that live read, Dan's got the juice.
Yeah. So now that Mike's heard me say I think the Heat need to get into the lottery, this is probably the perfect year for him to go away then and move on and retire. I did see Mike at the All-Star game. Mike got the honor, I don't know if you know this, Dan, of being the PA person at the All-Star game this year. So I got a chance to see him there, which was really cool. But Mike, I have one question for you before I move on and go and cede the floor to you. Is there a guy in all your years of doing this at the arena that you had to workshop their name the most before you actually unveiled it to the audience?
Great question.
Wow. I would say I probably worked on Shaquille as much as anybody.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because clearly the guy was well established in the NBA when he came to the Miami Heat. So in Orlando, Paul Porter was doing his thing. In LA, Lawrence Tanter was doing his thing. So I wanted ours to be kind of unique, George. And so I carried on this idea of one of his nicknames being the Diesel, trying to make Shaquille O'Neal almost sound like a diesel engine when I would announce his name.
Right.
So rather than a lot of the names that I do, like I'll elongate everything, I just really made it sound a little different. So it became Shaquille O'Neal.
Right. More bass. Yeah. I remember that.
And so that was the one that I thought about the most, I think, of anyone, because of the stature of the player and his history in the league.
And then you would sneak in a diesel powered when you'd get an assist, which I always appreciated.
Yes, a diesel powered when he would get an assist.
Yes,
Absolutely.
I remember that.
Absolutely.
Well, Mike, I love you, brother. It was great to see you in LA. It's great to see you here. I'll let you go deal with these guys and their shenanigans. I'm getting out of this lounge now, Dan, because that guy's gone anyway, and you're not going to have any more fun with me anyway.
Yeah, and Sedano has lived now in California officially longer than he ever lived in Miami.
That's not true at all. I lived 30 years.
Wow.
You're so full of crap.
He is just totally California now. Poppy, am I right or wrong?
Oh, you're 100% right.
Thank you, Poppy.
He's a fake Cuban.
Fake Cuban. What? Fake Cuban.
Can you believe that, future Chris?
Se me jodió la cosa. Se me jodió la cosa.
Se jodió.
Okay, me voy.
See you later.
Bueno. Bye, guys.
Mike Biamonte, do you have a black eye? Is there? Are you okay, or is that just the lighting?
That's just the lighting. I'm okay. I don't have a black eye. Everything's okay. Everything's all right. No black eye.
Yeah, okay. Sandy, we'll get to Mike in a second here. What inning are they now in baseball?
Like the 14th inning already, Dan.
Is it the 6th inning? Or
We're the seventh. We're the seventh inning stretch already. It's been 66 minutes.
Mike,
no bad question.
Hold on a second, Mike.
Only bad answers.
We're gonna go to Jeremy, our in-stadium announcer out there, filled with ham and cheese.
Except for that one. That one was a bad one.
All right, fans, remember there is still time to vote on the Your Song, Your Choice section of the ball game. We're going to hear a song later in the game, and you have the opportunity to choose which one it is. Will it be Basketball is Back Jack? Highlight is Back Jack? Hockey is Back Jack? Or the current leader in the clubhouse at 42%, baseball is Back Jack. It's your song. It's your choice. So stay tuned until later in the game.
What's happening here?
And we'll play that song for you.
Is this contaminated? Is it corrupted? Baseball is Back Jack was that crappy one that he made to lead the live stream that he was doing when he did a live rendition of Pitch Clock. It's terrible. Are the people voting for that to make me angry?
Yes.
It's clearly the worst of the songs by a lot.
One thing's for sure. Highlight. It's not Back Jack.
What happened? I saw you sad before the show. You were fixated.
No, not sad. Mad.
Pissed.
Okay, so update us on the Cyclones here as we've got
we might
break.
miss the playoffs. No. This is a parity-filled battle cord season. We were at the top of the table for a very long time. We're winless in our last 4. 2 draws, 2 losses. We got a season on the brink right now. I'm not gonna sugarcoat what's going on.
Is it
right
possible
now.
you'll fire someone?
I'll tell you, our captain, I don't like – I know that he's dealing with a bigger court right now, and that doesn't play to his skill set, especially in singles. But you got to lead with effort. You can't loaf around the pelota at the fronton. He's loafing. Man.
Either that or Ethan goes.
We will get back to all our Cyclones coverage to mix it in with the Marlins, the Panthers, and the Heat. But we are wasting the time right now of somebody who has had a magical run as a voice for this team.
He's on my list.
And I imagine, what list are you putting together
I put together a list of people that are the best in the world at what they do in the history of South Florida sports. Now, I'm 40 years old, so you're going to have to help me. I'm sure Jim Kick was great. Greg can't shut up about it. But I've got Marino, Ricky, Jason Taylor. They were best at the world at their job in the world at their job. For a hot summer in 06, Dwayne Wade, best in the world at what he was doing. LeBron, Shaq, for a moment in time when he was wearing a Heat uniform, was best in the world at what he did. Pavel Bure, I think for a brief moment, was the best in the world at scoring goals. Barkov, best in the world at being a defensive forward. And Messi won the Ballon d'Or. I didn't say that right. And Mike.
That was weird. I knew that was weird.
And Mike Biamonte. So none of these. You wouldn't go with any of the legendary broadcasters in the market. You're Mike Biamonte. You are putting in the most elite of classes right there.
Ray Hudson and Mike B. That you could argue were the best in the business at what they did.
I mean, 35 years is a crazy run. So, Mike, when you look at the legends at what it is that you do, who are the guys that, and you don't have to do false modesty here, the guys that the longevity is such that you're like, that person is an institution even more than I'm an institution in Miami?
There's a couple of guys, Dan, that come to mind. Number one is a guy who's still in the business. He's been in it for 45, 46 years. That's the PA voice of the LA Lakers, Lawrence Tanter. 46 years. That's amazing. And then a guy that was my idol and really was the reason why I became a PA announcer, the late Dave Zinkoff, who was the voice of the Philadelphia 76ers for decades. Those are the guys that really I look at as saying, to me, they're kind of the OGs for me.
Can you explain to us what Mike B celebration night, the parts that got you emotional? Where were the parts that you just couldn't believe you had a sort of my life is flashing before my eyes type of feeling?
There was a lot of those moments, Dan, that night. First of all, was when my big fat face showed up on the Jumbotron at every timeout and every break, and every time you turn around, it was Mike B and a picture of me with the mic drop. The video that they put together at the end of the first quarter was incredibly emotional. It really got to me. Unbelievable. And then at halftime, when they asked me to actually go out onto the court, where they presented me with some gifts, one of which is a piece of art that one of my best friends, who's an artist, did for me without me knowing anything about it, working behind my back with my wife, Natalie, and the organization. And he came out with this piece of art that was just phenomenal. Me announcing with 10 or 12 of great Heat players throughout my 35 years. That just absolutely had me shaking my head. And to have my 7-month-old grandson there with me, his first and only game he's going to get to see his granddad announce as the Heat announcer. All of those things just tug at you. And just Spo came over and gave me a big hug in the middle of the game. And I looked at him when we were done and I said, Coach, how am I supposed to announce the rest of this game? This is just gut-wrenching.
It looks like a black eye. It looks like a black eye.
I promise it's not a black eye. What can I do to tell you it's not a black eye? There you go. It's not a black eye.
Mike, are you looking forward to either in the stands or even at home just watching a Heat game, like with your family? You've never done that.
Yeah, well, it's it's funny, Zaz. I'm doing it right now. I'm kind of looking over to the side, keeping an eye on the score in the game. But I'll be doing that for home games as well.
Game. Yeah.
And that's strange for me. Yeah, it's gonna be very strange sitting at home watching a home game, listeing to a voice that's
half
not
the games
mine.
from home.
Yeah, it's a weird question.
He watches half the games he's watching.
You're telling
from
me
home.
it wasn't understood what I meant?
Through his one good eye that's not a black eye, he watches all the games that are on the road.
Mike,
yes, I can see half the court at a time.
Mike, what are the calls that do come home with you, though? The one that you'll do even on your couch, like if there's a turnover or travel, too many steps. That one, you're saying that one.
Chris, you got that one right. It's definitely too many steps. And then, obviously, the most iconic one as we're counting down. By the way, I'm keeping an eye on the clock here because as we get closer, I'm at home giving everybody in the house, which includes just my wife and I, 2 minutes.
Dos minutos, Papi. Come on. Get in here, Papi.
That's it.
Oh, yeah. That's playing right
woke him up.
to my backyard. 2 minutos.
Thank you, Papi.
Hey, Poppy. It's great to see you, Poppy.
Likewise.
You know, I get to see Poppy, and Dan, I get to see your mom and dad after the games most of the time as we're all leaving at the same time, going the same way. So we get a chance to say hello to each other many, many nights.
Yeah, nice seeing you, Mike, and a great career with the Heat.
Thank you, Poppy. Thank you. It's great to see you, too.
Likewise.
So he's watching the Heat game. Are we synced up with him so he doesn't mess up the 2 minutos where he's got the time wrong because he's not properly synced up
We're
with
at
us?
4:58 on our TVs here.
Mike,
4:58.
Mike B can do it whenever he wants.
Okay, I think he respects the authenticity of time. It is his signature call. He doesn't want to do it at the wrong time. But I still have a number of different questions for him. Do you have any actual dreams, Mike, of messing things up? Like, over the years, have you had nightmares that actually creep into your sleep because you're the one who screwed up the big moment?
Absolutely, Dan. I've had many a night where I've had a dream where I've had the wrong players in the starting lineup. And I've actually introduced the wrong guys as starters when they weren't starting. I've had nightmares where I didn't get the starting 5 and it's time for me to introduce them. So what do I do now? Do I just wait and see who gets up off the bench and walks into the game? I mean, these are the things that PA guys, freak out about. That is really weird.
Is Sandy going to throw another complete game shutout?
73 pitches just starting the eighth inning.
It's the eighth inning. They've got no chance against him.
I mean, don't jinx him. I mean, Jesus.
Mike, my favorite thing when I was a kid about the way that you would announce the games would be when you're doing the starting lineup and you're doing the visiting team, and you would say the visiting names with zero emotion, and you would say them very, very fast. How did you come up with that? Had you heard someone else do that before?
I can't say that was part of an influence on me, Zaz. It became part of what just kind of my style, that I wanted to show the total opposite of the enthusiasm and excitement for the home team as I would for the visiting team. So how did I think was the best way of doing that? You understate their names and you put them out there as fast as you can. I kind of thought about it in my mind, like, think about 5 guys that you're trying to introduce and they're all bumping into each other because you keep introducing them so fast. And so it just that no one really, let's think about it. Nobody really cares who the 5 guys are for the other team. So why? I mean, let's just make it no big deal.
Do you plan on attending a game as a fan next season?
I absolutely do, Dan. I have this push and pull with my wife right now. She's very, very distraught because she goes to every game. She loves going to Heat games. And she says to me, but I want to go to all the games. I want to keep going to all the games. And I tell her, I said, honey, I'm retiring because I don't want to go to all the games anymore, okay? So we've got this push and pull, but we'll definitely make our way out to some games. Now, speaking of unusual and strange, sitting in the stands as the previous PA announcer, I have no idea how I'm going to deal with that. Because to me, it's just going to be unbelievably weird. When I'm behind the mic, I've got a million things going on that I got to worry about. Sitting in the stands and I don't have to worry about anything, I have a feeling I'm just going to be kind of looking around saying, okay, what's going on here?
Do you have any advice for the next person?
I do, Dan. It's be yourself. Don't try to mimic anything that we're doing. Don't try to copy anything that the Heat has done over all these years. Be yourself. Let your personality come through. I've said to many people many times, Heat games sounded different when I got behind the microphone 35 years ago. And Heat fans accepted that and embraced that. So they're going to sound a little different now, starting next year. And I'm sure the Heat fans will come to a point where they'll accept it and embrace it. So just be yourself. Be your own person.
Zaz, what are you shaking a fist about right now?
That's how you play hockey, Dan.
Okay, so the Panthers are now leading 2-1. I can't quite see that.
Rhino.
Oh, all right. Hold on a second. Hold on.
That's fake Rhino.
Fino.
Let's go, Panthers.
Get in here, Poppy.
Let's go, Panthers.
Let's go, Panthers.
Let's go, Panthers.
Let's
Dad,
go,
you screwed up the whole thing, Dad.
I did.
You screwed it up. We gotta wake him up, stir him to life back there. Can you give me, Mike, something special that you guys have planned for your last regular season game on Sunday?
Well, I think everything that was special happened last Saturday.
Yeah, why? Why, Mike? Why did we do it the next to last game?
Yeah, there's a lot in that last home game, Zaz. It's fan appreciation
What are
night.
you laughing at,
and
Dan?
so
Why the funny?
we're doing a lot of things to thank our fans for all of their support during the year. And then let's face it, at this point, we're not sure what's going to be the result, what the result might mean of that game. That really could be a really big game. So I think we wanted to give that game the respect as fan appreciation night, and then the possibility of what it might mean to the organization as far as positioning and play-in, ranking, seeding. I think that's why they did it on the 4th.
Mike, what's the deep cut name that you haven't said in a while that you just love saying? I feel like everyone these last few weeks asking you about the big dogs, the Dwayne Wades, the Shaqs, the LeBrons. Give us like a deep cut, a name you haven't said in a while that you really enjoyed saying.
Oh, Chris, there's a few of them. I'll drop a couple of them for you. P.J. Brown.
It's a classic.
I got one that I'm hoping
Another
for.
one that's kind of a cult favorite is Bimbo Cole.
Another deep cut.
Good one.
And then everybody's favorite guy that the whipping guy that they like to yell and scream at, Mario Chalmers.
I was hoping for Sasha Danilovich.
I'm excited.
I want 3 more now. I want to keep.
Don't stop.
Give me Deshaun Leonard and Sasha Danilovich.
Give us the deep cuts, but not as good as those. But you also like doing them.
Oh, not as good as those.
No, well, those were your 3 best.
The B tier.
You just how about an opponent? Like my favorite.
We need a Luol Deng opponent.
Yeah,
that was the goal.
My favorite impersonation of yours when they were just getting their heart broken. They're defending the championship. Shaq is fat. They lose in the first round, and you are haunting my dreams with Luol Deng.
Luol Deng.
There it is.
All right,
That's the one.
Better.
That's the one.
That's the one, and you did it 5,000 times in that series.
Yes, it seemed like that was the only name I was saying. Luol Deng.
Mike, do you
Couple
regret?
minutes later.
Mike, do you
ahead.
regret? Do you regret saying Allen Houston after he hit the shot? It wasn't necessary.
I don't regret it, but I hope I said it so poorly that nobody heard it. But my goodness, that was probably the worst of them all. It's Allen Houston.
We know it went in. We all know.
Yeah, it was unnecessary.
Yeah,
you were
we know
committed.
it went
You
in.
were committed to the bit, and it should be your greatest career regret. You failed there. You did. It was We don't need you to echo through our nightmares with your voice. You could have sat it out.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks a lot, Mike B. We already know it went in. You didn't have to put the knife at the dagger in a little deeper.
Give me another opponent that you secretly enjoyed saying, because Luol Deng, look, you like the song in these, Mike. Like you like P.J. Brown, the syllable count is a song, so you know what sounds good. Luol Deng.
After a 3-pointer.
Yeah, on all of it. He knows what sounds good
3-pointer.
musically. So who's another opponent who's secretly you enjoyed saying his name?
Mahmoud Rauf. Mahmoud Abdul Rauf.
Good one.
What is Sandy doing? Is he going to have more scoreless innings to start a season than they've ever had?
The Fish are batting right now, so he's not doing anything. He's on the bench.
Bottom of the 8th.
It's the bottom of the 8th inning. The Marlins are winning 2-0, and Sandy's going to complete the game again because he started this season. It's got to be close to a record. I'm not kidding you when I say not just the start of the season. Going back to last season, my guess is he's about to break the scoreless streak for a pitcher with the Marlins. It's got to be because the last 3 times out, nobody can hit him. The last 4 times out, nobody can hit him.
They had somebody working in the pen, so I don't know if they're going to call on that person because I don't know the name, or if they're going to let Sandy pitch the 9th.
Mike, I'm down on the Heat right now. They're losing to the Raptors. They're down 12.
I feel you, brother.
They're down 12 points, and we're ticking.
Some people forecasted this, Dan.
Poppy, how are you feeling about what you're watching from the Miami Heat right now?
Going fishing.
Okay, you mentioned that.
Is that a Mike B?
All right,
gone
Dan,
fishing
here we
there?
go. 2 minutes. Dos minutos.
You can't get that wrong, Chris. We got to do
Well, no,
that
he says
over.
dose. I didn't get it wrong. I said dose, and I
You
gotta let
said
him
it
do
at the
that
wrong time, and you interrupted the legend.
Trying to be helpful.
We got to do that again. You can't do that to him.
All right, we'll do it again because we got a timeout and we got a stoppage in the game. It's inside 2 minutes, so we can make it up. Inside 2 minutes. Dos
minutos.
I don't know. It still looks a little swollen to me.
It's a black eye. It's clearly a black eye. He's hiding something. He's hiding something.
Who hit you?
Bo Outlaw, punch me in the eye. It's a black eye.
Is it a black eye? No.
Mike.
Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
Yes, please.
There we go. Yes, Dan.
Mike, thank you for being on with us.
I love you.
That eye.
Yeah, I got to go put some ice on it.
A sirloin steak. Put a bit.
Sirloin steak.
Put a
Thank
free
you,
down
guys.
See you later.
Goodbye.
Chris, you can't
I nailed
do
that.
Dos Minutos at the wrong time. It's
Then the no.
That was great. He picked it up right after. Yeah.
I'm more inclined to let it roll when you're wearing that outfit. Honestly, I'm like this goofball. He's winning by losing.
What a shout by Sedano.
Well, this is what I'm about to say. Okay, if I'm DraftKings, what just happened in that game?
Oh,
That's just
a
no
big
goal.
save. Damn it.
If I am DraftKings, some future incarnation of this, okay, is I wish to be able to allow the betting public to get to decide whether or not we will have a better moment tonight than Sedano 10 minutes into that interview, realizing, like having the dawning wonder of discovery, are you Puka's attorney? I don't believe we'll do better than that the rest of the show. I'd be willing to bet that is a favorite, so nothing funnier than that will happen.
Remember, we did write the numbers on the Cup game.
Oh, the Cup game was good.
Cup game.
The Cup game, I will
Jeremy killed it today.
The Cup game was great. Poppy, did you not see that the numbers were on the Cups and you were not going to succeed at your
the Cup game? That was the best thing that happened to your show tonight.
It was tough. You had to follow it, huh?
Yeah, that's right. I tried to confuse everybody, but that was the one who got confused.
Zaslow, how do you feel about the Heat presently being down 15 headed to the half against Toronto?
They stink. Our other teams are holding up their ends of the bargain. The Heat are getting smoked. I don't like it.
This Heat season, this is in terms of how these things fall apart and collapse, this has been a slow burn. The Panthers, obviously, having their season wrecked by injury is a disappointment, but the Heat spending 3 or 4 years in this particular purgatory after spoiling us, because you guys have heard me talk about this recently. I would hate to be the coach at Alabama. I would really have disliked following Bill Belichick. Fan bases get spoiled, get entitled. There's a generation here that is used to the Heat mattering and felt entitled to those victories over the Celtics, getting to the finals. Losing to Brandon Ingram, falling behind Scotty Barnes and Brandon Ingram when they're a 5 seed and they're better than you and they're longer than you and they're younger than you and they're more athletic than you and they're the Raptors. They've got no real chance of winning anything, but you're behind them.
And what do they tell you every year? We like our team. And it's be the 4th year in a row that they're in the play-in, and this year they're 10th. Like, well, how do you like your team? They're 10th.
Cheese and Ham Stadium announcer is with us now. What do we have to update out there, Cheese and Ham, with Dan the Hippo, the flea market mascot?
Folks, it is time for the swag serve.
Baseball. Hi, everybody. Baseball.
This is a good show you're doing. This is the Pitch Clock. I decided to watch Pitch Clock.
Pitch Clock is coming at you. It's incredible.
Hi, everybody. Baseball.
Pitch Clock is coming at you.
On the Pitch Clock. Baseball.
Pitch Clock is coming at you.
Can I tell you something?
Baseball.
Pitch Clock is
This is the Pitch Clock.
Hey, baseball coming at you now.
Hi, everybody.
That was the swag.
The listeners to
brought
this show
you by
voted for
Never Miss Your Shot Golf.
Poppy, how do you feel about Jeremy working for your son?
Oh, I think that's a great move. You got a hell of an acquisition there. Yeah, I agree.
It's going to be big in arbitration, Dan.
You know, I know what time it is. It's the 7th inning stretch time. So let's all stand up and stretch.
It's the 8th inning. It's the bottom of the 8th.
Is that jersey getting lower? The buttons on this?
Yeah.
They are.
Can you guys find on YouTube for me, please, my father singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game at a Marlins game? My father actually did that. Poppy, what do you remember about that experience?
Lay out for this song.
Reading the lines. I was reading the lines and I got confused. It's the wrong one.
Ball game. Take me out to the park. Buy me some peanuts and crackers, Jack.
I don't want to be late for the game.
It's an updated version.
It's the remix.
That was a long time ago. I know.
Thanks to our friends at Never Miss Your Shot Golf, we documented Roy hitting a decent shot. Roy, known for some of the worst tempo in all of golf, actually did decent. We have a former pro golfer here coming up with a high five. Roy was so shook he had to just bend over. Roy, sneaky good.
All right, we're back out here on the golf course. Thanks to Never Miss Your Shot Golf. Here's Mike Ryan, once again, being better than Chris Cody, doing a decent shot. You're going to see someone come in here and actually, whoa, Mike, good job.
I don't think we're going to do better tonight sports-wise than watching what Sandy is presently doing to the Cincinnati Reds. They've done nothing all night. He has just shoved the baseball down their
Really
throat.
trying to jinx it.
He's not hittable.
Stop. Can you stop?
He's thrown 80.
You got to challenge that.
He's thrown 88 pitches. It's in the ninth inning. He's got one out, and you have them challenging a strike that he just threw.
I'm saying it was 2-0. If you're that hitter there, I don't know if they have challenges, but in the ninth inning, if it's close, you should use it.
I've got to think he's set a record. I remember a long time ago, Armando Benitez had a scoreless inning streak as a reliever for the Marlins one season when he saved like 50 games. He just kept coming out, and there were like 31 straight games or something where he didn't allow a run. But this has got to be close to a record.
Jeremy told me that if he finishes this complete game shutout, he will need to get one inning in the following start to break the record for most scoreless
Is it Armando
innings.
Benitez or is it someone else? Did someone like Jose Fernandez or Josh Johnson do better than that?
He jinxed it.
Because he gave up a hit?
Take it easy. You can give up a hit.
This is a double.
It's a double.
You're going to say to me, I jinxed it when you said Carson Beck was going to throw an interception? And
I'll
Tony's
never forgive him.
gonna
No,
forgive
we
you?
saw
On
my
that coming,
deathbed.
Dan. We
I'll
saw
be
that
looking
coming.
at Roy's hand. I'll never forgive you.
I will feel pretty similar, though, if they blow this right here. I mean, you have done a lot the last
You
inning.
didn't say he's unhittable, and then somebody wrote.
And then I told you not to
It's a double.
No, you said something else. I called you out on it, and you go, he's unhittable. Double.
It's fair.
Christ, man.
It is fair. And he's going to get out of this inning because he's better than anyone who's.
Can you do me a favor and say there's no way Brandon Ingram's getting over 21.5 points?
You took the under there?
No, I took the over.
Oh, okay.
Oh, at least Dela Cruz isn't up.
Bamueli.
Really?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, Jeremy, what? You're annoyed when someone wears the opposing team's gear? Shut up. Loser. Hurts, don't it?
Where are we with Panthers Canadians?
It's intermission.
2-1 Florida. In Montreal.
Big 2 points.
So they call them the Habs?
Yeah,
Yes.
the habitant.
Yeah.
What is that?
He's Canadian.
No, I can tell.
Means they live there.
He's an inhabitant.
So why don't they call all of them Habs?
That's what the H is in
But
the
why don't-
logo. C. H.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd never look at their logo. But why don't they call them like the Toronto
Open your
Maple Leafs?
eyes.
Call them the Habs. Aren't they Habs?
Because they're leaves.
No, but this is
And it's also not a French city.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Los Habitantes.
Do you think all of Canada's French?
I don't
Say
know,
yes.
dude. I don't know. I really don't know.
I hate that he's got a 3-1 count against LA.
Yes, so do I, Dan.
We got an open base.
And he
Set up the double play.
but
You
now-
don't need to give him anything to hit here. Come
Yeah.
on, I know baseball.
but
Pitch
he-
around him.
You don't allow the winning run to
There
come
you go.
up.
Put him on.
Oh,
There you
shit.
go. There you go. We don't want LA.
See, this is a spot here. Do you trust your ace at
Yes.
95 pitches?
I trust.
This guy loves a DP.
Hey.
And he does not. As you say that, McCullough's going out. He may be going. I haven't seen him touch the wrist yet. He might be going out there
He's
to talk to
talking.
him.
He's just talking.
Oh, he touched the wrist. He touched the
Damn
wrist.
it, Dan! Damn it, Dan!
Come on, Dan!
Jeremy's got so little
He can
in
say
his
no.
life.
He can still say.
Damn it!
He can change his mind and walk back and say no.
No, he's walking off. Sandy's walking off.
Huh. That was regrettable by you.
He never learns.
Well-
This guy never learns.
At least they'll still win, right?
Dan skates here a little bit because if he gives up a home run, it's technically. I mean, I know 2 of those runs.
No,
will
I
go
don't.
to-
I don't
No
get.
decision.
I don't get to skate if his scoreless inning streak ends because
It's a gack. You know what?
another
You're right.
another pitcher allows his base runners to score. But the smug look of Roy when he's got an all-time jinx in his back pocket, like an
A soul-crushing one for the city, Dan.
one that will never be topped around here.
Mackenzie Weegar knows what you did, Roy.
How's it a jinx when I saw it coming? It's not a jinx.
You can't say it out loud. You hold it in tight and you never let it out.
Oh,
That's how that
please.
works.
Oh,
Darian
please.
Mensa would never.
Thank you.
In the history of our show, 21 years doing this, no one has ever done something more egregious than what you did in the moment that Carson Beck was driving down the field to ruin an Indiana football season that now becomes one of the most The best season of all time by a college football team because you predicted that Carson Beck would throw an interception.
I guess I made history then.
I just can't do worse than that, but I'm in the ballpark right now.
Literally.
That's why I did that.
That's right.
Are we going back out to corny hammy?
Whoa, why would you think that?
Cheesy.
So is Ottawa the Habs or no?
No.
No, but they do
The
speak
have-nots.
French there.
Okay. See, I'm getting closer.
Have-nots. You know what? Always wear the suit.
Yeah, the suit's fun.
This thing is sweaty, dude.
Yeah.
It cannot smell good. It has taken a beating.
Royce,
today.
my arm.
You know Dan Hurley wears the same suit for every game, and the
Heard about
lining was
that.
like falling apart? That needs to be you with this suit.
I think you should get on a
So
hot
tomorrow?
streak of wearing it for a while because you're on a heater. See if your dad notices.
Wow, Reinhardt looks different.
Who the hell's this guy? Who's
Yeah,
Cole Reinhardt?
There's two of them. This one,
I was
this
like,
one's
man.
got a sneaky little silent D.
Hey, yo.
Hell yeah.
This guy loves DP.
Yo, stop pointing at me when you say that.
Do you love that? Do you love that?
Alrighty.
Zaz, have you seen Bender, the Frisbees? The guy's name is Bender. And have you seen the Frisbees that he throws up there?
No, I don't think so. That's who's in now?
You ever watch that Requiem for a Dream?
I will never watch that movie again. I've seen it. I don't like it. You know about that heroin arm?
Yeah, heroin arm. That was what everybody remembered.
And the last scene?
Oh, no.
That ain't
But
for me.
you know all about that.
So you got 2 stolen bases here, second and third now, 1 out.
They run all over Ramirez, man.
You're telling me you'd rather this guy than Alcantara up on the mound right now? Bullshit.
Is it Bender? I didn't see who they brought
is.
in.
There are approximately 37 people in the outfield stands.
Feels slightly made up.
It's very dramatic.
That's what I counted.
Up 36.
1.
All right, we're all. This is exciting. This is
is
a
it.
watch.
This is why you do it.
guys. This is what plays. The pitch.
Strike.
That's a strike.
Have there been any challenges this game?
Yeah, I haven't
Why do they
noticed.
call
Yeah, a couple of pitches
Why do
ago.
they call
There's
it
been a
ABS and not abs?
The Reds have won both their challenges.
Isn't it Habs?
And have not, yeah.
There's a good joke here.
2 Americans.
Winnipeg, is that? They
Two
do-
Canadas.
They can speak French there.
They could speak French anywhere.
No, but you know what I mean.
We.
It's not as prevalent, obviously, as Montreal or Ottawa, but they do it. Kenny Omega spoke French to the crowd in Winnipeg. That's how I know.
Mm.
The windup.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Love a good ball rub down.
Do you?
Hey, yo.
Thank you, Dan.
Did look like a black eye.
Yeah, I did.
It was a black guy. He's hiding something.
That's okay. That's okay. Big
okay,
ballpark.
okay.
Big ballpark.
That's good.
No, but he gave up a run.
It's fine.
And
You're
there
right, he
goes the
did.
streak.
Dan, you blew it.
Yep.
And
Feel good about it?
Good job, Dan.
Wow.
So does Josh Johnson still have the record? Is it Josh Johnson?
Was it Josh Johnson?
Look how angry Jeremy is.
All right. Is Jeremy? Are we going to
Sad
go to
selfie
Jeremy?
cam?
Because Jeremy is he going to go to?
I mean, we had Tom Hanks on that thing.
Sad selfie.
Reba.
cam?
Hey, no one bought 50-50 raffle tickets, so there's no winner there.
That's got to be a first.
On
Nobody.
the entirety of the internet?
It was only our in-stadium game, so no one bought 50-50 raffle tickets. It's time for the selfie cam. Let's see who else is here. Anyone else joining us?
Selfie cam. Here we go.
Look, it's Dan the Manatee. Anybody else? Or
Ooh, Jeremy's here.
That's a selfie right there.
a few other people in the background. Anybody else want to join the selfie cam?
Why
You
did we
can
go
scan
back
a
to
QR
him?
code.
Oh, we were thinking
There's,
somebody was on the selfie cam.
It sounds like he's mad at you, Dan, for jinxing the Marlins.
Somebody else on the
so
selfie
he's
cam.
being bad at this on purpose.
Is anybody
terms
else
of-
on the cam?
Here we
look,
go.
it's Taylor Swift. Wow. Oh, Barack Obama's here.
Barry.
He had time since they didn't bomb Iran. There's Barack Obama.
It's on a mountain somewhere.
Oh, Olivia Rodrigo. Hello. She announced a new album recently. That's cool. Hey, Olivia. Oh, Ken Jennings' Wi-Fi is bad. That's a shame. Oh, Kim Kardashian. Welcome to the selfie cam from Never Miss Your Shot Golf. Oh, Joe Jonas is here. How about that? That's fun.
You happy, Dan?
And the pitch.
That's a strike. Challenge
hey, is that Rick Springfield?
That's a strike.
Rick Springfield joining. I wonder what his favorite color is. There's Drake.
There's a strike.
Hey, Drake. You know he's Jewish.
Yeah!
Abs!
Did we
Wait,
just win a game
way
on
to go,
abs?
No, down to the last
No,
strike.
it's-
3-2
it's
count now.
one pitch for
All
the
right,
game
let's
right
see. 3-2 count.
You know, there's a whole strategy with this abs thing. The
Is
Yankees
he ahead of
just
us?
challenged.
That was
Get
the Never
Jeremy
Miss
out
Your
of here.
Shot.
Get
selfie
Jeremy out of
cam.
here. I don't. He's trying to punish me because I've jinxed the whole thing.
Oh, this is Eugenio, the most Italian-looking Venezuelan I've ever seen in my entire life.
I love how they have a shot ready of like the most crowded section to like show fans standing up, and you're like, oh, that section not terrible.
I want the Marlins to win this. I've become a little bit of a Marlins fan.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
A little bit, huh?
A little bit. It's a teal. And I went to a game and I had a good time, and they usually move pretty quickly.
Okay, come on now. Pinch runner at first
And
base
they're
here.
Way better than the Mariners this year. God. Josh Naylor's trying to kill me.
How many of you knew that Terry Francona was the manager of the Reds?
So I'd seen the Reds before. I'm like, God, that guy looks like a lot like Terry Francona. But, you know, sands of time. It is?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Phew. Oh, no!
Oof.
Oh,
no!
Oh, Dan.
You're gonna do that with Ellie De La Cruz on third.
Dan.
I'll tell you, I'm out on this manager. Take out Contra out for this guy just because he gave up 2 hits.
I'm more out on the defense by the catcher there.
Zaz, there's only one person to blame.
You got to block the ball, man.
There's only one person to blame.
It's me.
It's
Dan, then the catcher,
It's Dan.
and then McCullough.
Ridiculous.
No.
Takes out Contra out.
All right, guys, we're still in this. It's 2-2. All right, what is everybody doing right now? Marlins can still win. Are you Sandy fans or are you Marlins fans?
A wild pitch.
Ellie
It
on
wasn't
third,
even that
Dan.
wild. It was just
That's what I
Ellie.
mean.
That was a
Ellie
heads-up
flies.
base running, this is what I love about the game. It's back.
You'd love the Brewers. They're athletic and they run the bases. Like you'd enjoy watching.
Yeah,
the
I've
Brewers.
watched them. I just found out there were 2 Contrerases, so that was wild. I thought it was just one guy.
Zaz, how mad are you right now?
I am mad.
Are you mad at me or are
No,
you mad?
I'm not mad at you at all. I'm mad at the manager.
It should be.
You take out Contra out. Okay, give up 2 hits in an inning. You would rather have any reliever than Alcantara?
Look, he'd about to close this to
So
10 points.
stupid.
You know, there's still the opportunity here for all 3 teams to win. Chins up. I was just talking to Dan.
I run the risk of starting the evening
don't
with
run.
the first result being a disaster because of what I've done.
Oh, man. Look at those banners. That venue. Special venue, Chris. You've been there.
Have nots.
This guy's throwing more pitches this
You
inning than
have.
Alcantara the whole game.
I already have blown this no matter what happens
Yes.
from here because of,
Yeah, it can get worse, though.
Welcome to the club.
Well, I'm not in your club yet.
Yeah, different tier.
I'm not. You are in the penthouse of this club. I am standing outside.
I mean,
The penthouse. Roy owns the building and the entire block.
look, now that he's off to the NFL, we can be serious. It wasn't exactly a hot take that Carson Beck was going to throw that pick there.
You
Thank
can't
you.
say
Thank you.
it, though.
You're off
You
the
can't
hook.
say
Thank
it, though.
you.
No,
Thank
you can't say it.
Thank you.
Come
I
on,
appreciate
man.
it.
You can think it. You
Come
can't
on,
say it.
Come on.
Shocking admission.
Come on. Look, hell of a run. He did it with his legs, but we were all a little nervous.
Sandy's ERA has ballooned to .74.
Shit.
since I said he was unhittable, a double and 2 runs scored for the first time in 30 innings.
He did have a better fall camp than Cam Ward. But that was a rhetorical trick because Cam Ward's fall camp was actually notoriously bad. We were all kind of worried.
I don't want Bender to cough this up.
His name is Bender?
That's what I was saying. It's a good name for someone who throws frisbees. He throws frisbee pitches.
Who's Sweeper? That's a pitch? Since when?
When did they start putting sweeper up there? Because I saw that at the ballpark too. I was like, "What the hell's a sweeper?"
I missed a whole new pitch in 5 years.
It should be called, you know what a sweeper is? It should be called a bender, though.
Is it a slider?
It's a hybrid. Straight up and down is a curveball. Totally sideways is a slider. Sweepers in the
So
middle.
that's a sweeping curveball. All right, let's go. Let's go.
All right, we're
Fish.
back. We're
We're
back.
on the bottom of the ninth.
We're back. Let's go.
Yeah. That's a slurve.
Oh, the batter challenge.
That might be a ball. It looked like it was outside.
Strike.
Look, Dan, you're on a roll right now.
Sit down, loser.
Where
Shut
that?
up, Dan.
It was
Get outta
obvious. Obvious to everybody with eyes.
Yep.
Tiny little.
All right, Marlins, let's go.
part of the plate.
All right, let's go, Marlins. Do you think they bring Graves out of the bullpen?
Yeah. I don't know.
Heath Bell. Who's your favorite Marlins closer of all time?
Rob Nen.
Nen.
Yeah, probably Rob.
You don't. I've never seen that last name ever again. There's one Rob Nen. 3 letters for the first name, 3 letters for the last name, 2 syllables, perfect. And he always looked like your friend's dad that you were kind of scared of.
Would you recognize Rob Nen if he was walking on the street today?
Oh, for sure.
I'd be scared of him.
If you had that goatee.
Do you think he walks with the little stutter step?
Nen, for me, number 1. Marlins closers, number 2. Now that's a real discussion.
I'd put Trevor Hoffman there.
He wasn't what he was
You're
with the
doing a little
Marlins.
trick. You're doing a little trick.
How come no other pitcher has ever done the Rob Nen like toe drag? Is he? I'm pretty sure he's the only pitcher to ever do that. You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
The Nen toe drag?
Yeah, he had a
Urbina.
he had a funky delivery.
Urbina was.
Are we good with that being second? Ugi Urbina?
Urbina?
Number 2?
He was a nightmare every time he was
Braden
on the mound.
Looper
the
would
plate.
like
Not
a
every
word.
time. No.
So scary.
No, it wasn't scary. It was way
You're not
scarier.
remembering it right.
You're
No,
not
I am.
remembering it right, Mike. Uga Urbina
He was
was a
so
roller coaster.
scary.
He had 40-some-odd saves, but he was a roller coaster.
Is that the guy that went down to Venezuela and murdered an entire thing?
Yes.
Yeah, we're trying not to.
We try to remember
yes,
the World Series more.
Yes,
He
I
lit
believe
somebody
he's-
on fire.
I believe he's still in prison for setting
just
someone
making
on
sure.
fire on his finca.
But he's got a ring.
We clear that up for you, Tony?
No, I didn't know
We
it was such
traded
a hot
Adrian
topic.
Gonzalez for him.
It worked out.
It worked out.
Go look up the details. Like he took.
No, I'm trying to remember.
The 8-9 innings were terrifying with Looper and Urbina.
Yeah, with Looper for sure. All right, who's second best?
Well,
then?
Armando Benitez saved like 50 games one season and had that scoreless inning streak.
Todd Jones.
Steve Cishek would like a word.
Todd
Ooh,
Jones was
Cishek.
good.
I like that.
He had a couple
Cishek.
years where he was good.
Armando had that 1 year, right? But then he became a gas can again. You were always kind of worried because he came to the Marlins as a reclamation project, so you never fully trusted him. It's like Vladimir Nunez had a great year, but he had that gas can in him, which is an unfortunate nickname for Uga Urbina.
Wait till Tony looks this up and realizes what it is.
Literal gas can.
I had the Wikipedia tab is
laugh.
mother's kidnapping, so I think he's kind of on the right side there and trying to go get his mom. You know,
Crime of passion.
Marlins have 4 closers all time who have 90 career saves with them. Rob Nen, number 1. Al Fonseca, number 2. Steve Cishek, third,
Al Fonseca.
94.
Cishek was fun.
And the guy that changed his name. On here it says
that
Juan
guy.
Carlos Oviedo. What was his name? Leo Nunez.
Yeah, I need to apologize.
That guy was good. At the time, I thought that guy was a stud.
Rob Nen had 2 B's to end his first name.
Assaulted 5 farm workers on his property, accusing of stealing a gun, mouse, machete,
And A.J.
doused them
Ramos.
with gasoline.
Yeah, gas can.
Attempted murder, sentence of
Ooh,
14
Brian
years,
Harvey.
7 months in prison, released in 20.
How did I forget Brian?
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
Brian Harvey.
Brian
Yeah,
Harvey's
that's
Did
number
you ever
pretty
get
good.
that baseball with his face on it at the Chevron? I got him and Chucky Carr.
Harvey's number 2.
How did I forget Brian Harvey?
Yeah, he had the really intimidating handlebar. Well, not like the Vucevic, the Fu Manchu.
Rob Nen was the first Marlin to throw 100, correct? Like, that's the reason that you feared Rob Nen. My favorite story, when you mention Al Fonseca, one of my favorite Marlin stories of all time is Alfonseca, thank you. Chris, see if you can find El Pulpo, the song, the Spanish song that was sung to describe Alfonseca. Tony, you're going to like this story. Yes.
No, he's got the 6 finger, right?
Right. Well, he's got 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot, and they called him the octopus, El Pulpo, in Spanish. But I asked one time Alfonseca, after he had bought a home in Miramar, how many rooms it had, and he held up one hand.
So 6.
Are you sure it was both hands and feet?
I'm pretty sure it was, and now you're making me doubt. Now you're making me doubt it because I think it was, and I think that happened sometimes.
We found it.
El Pulpo!
So if you've been following our baseball coverage today, we had a pitcher with one arm and now a pitcher with 6 fingers on each hand.
Keeps the world balanced.
He had an extra pinky?
Yes. It was an
like right
appendage
here.
off of the pinky.
So not a full finger, like a half.
No, I mean a pinky's a full finger, is it not? He had a pinky adjacent to his pinky.
Little nub.
Jim Abbott had 2 arms in one hand. He said he had one arm.
I'm sorry. I thought I said one hand. That's totally my bad. Thank you, Roy. That's an important correction, and I did make that. I made the mistake earlier in the show as well. I said he had one arm, and then we talked about whether he'd be a good swimmer.
El Pulpo!
This is a real quote from Antonio Alfonseca. I think God gave me more fingers and toes because he wanted to show that I'm special and that I will be special someday.
How does anyone say that with a straight face?
So what you're saying is that God was not trying to make him feel special. That God,
Great outlook.
Got the winning run on first base here with 1 out. Guys, I mean, have you guys ever watched baseball out there before? I mean, Jesus.
Have you never seen
Deadpool, man?
Guys,
Those are the guys that had like a pop up to the second baseman. They're like, ah!
They thought that was a walk-off home run, and somebody in the concession stand, like that was so far foul. He was clearly ahead of the pitch. It was a changeup, and he smoked it. He smoked it into the first base dugout.
Griffin Conine, pinch hitting, by the way. A guy that should be starting for them, but doesn't play against lefties. So he has to come in cold in the 9th inning.
Roy, what was that sound?
Canadian scored. We got tied at 2.
All 3 of the teams are going to lose now.
What a tie.
What did you just whisper? So the baseball and the hockey game are both 2-2. The Heat we have not been paying attention to. They've been down double digits almost the entire game.
14, I think.
That's Patrick Laine with the goal.
Live Roy tweets is great.
I'm sorry, Philip Deneau. Sorry.
You attach that one to the bottom one, or do you edit the top one?
Do you delete the original one and then say Philip Deneau?
Yes.
It's an honor watching you work.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Presently, Chris Cody is looking for the time you asked Antonio Alfonseca.
Interview's mostly in Spanish.
There's a 3-minute Antonio Alfonseca interview that I found.
Dan asks a question in Spanish, and then he rushes it out in English at the end.
Yeah, but the question that we all want to hear is when you're eating ribs and you get sauce on the 6th finger, do you lick it off?
How do you say ribs in Spanish?
Costilla.
Okay.
I'm so glad that we had a hard time wrestling this sound away from ESPN, right? They wanted this sound of me asking Antonio Alfonseca whether he licks the rib sauce off of his 6th finger.
I had to go into like an additional hard drive to find this right now.
I can't believe you remember that. I don't remember interviewing Antonio Alfonseca on our show, and I dared to do it in Spanish.
Yeah, Spanglish. It was an iconic moment. I was like faxing Auburn University for Heartworm. I was like, man, this show is good. I should email them to intern.
Conine walks.
Am I exonerated in any way if they win the game?
Nope.
No, right? I already screwed it up. So,
hey, that's not Terry Francona. Who's this guy?
It's a pitching coach, isn't it?
Is that Dave Rigetti? Baseball names that remind you of pasta dishes. Go.
I can tell by an answer that the question happened. Like it's all in Spanish, though.
Dave Ricchetti is good. Just play it to give us a break.
He doesn't
Interceptions.
like that kid with a false start.
Bills fans.
Interceptions.
He'll never let it go. Ever.
Did Roy just whisper an interceptions coming up?
That
Yeah,
was
that's how it usually works,
That was
man.
he screamed
Why
it.
did you do that?
Because
Dan
that's how it
already
usually
did
works,
the
Dan.
reverse jinx on the other it side. sounds so right. I hate it.
No timeouts, length of the field. It is a lot of time, but
John Cangelosi? I'm just naming Italian guys.
Italian.
So I did ask Chris for the Antonio Fonseca interview in Spanish, and for some reason, Video heard that and said, "Let's play Roy again with Carson Beck." I can
Again,
see
a
how
Cardinal
that-
sin.
I can see how they would make that mistake of just not listening at all to what we were doing.
He doesn't use it for anything. Alguien estaba preguntando aquí, estaban llamando y preguntando si cuando tú comes y tienes algo, tienes salsa en las manos, si chupas los 6 dedos, nada más que 5.
No, ¿qué pasa? Nada más son los dedos que se ensucian. No.
He only licks the fingers that he uses.
Alrighty.
It's a good question.
You could have done better there.
We used to do a good show.
You're looking for cotilla or alita. Which one were you looking for that you couldn't find? It was in there somewhere.
That's great stuff, man.
All right, winning run on second here. 1 out.
Lewis told me he had a black eye.
Let's go. Catcher Ramirez, you just let that tying run in. Let's go. Fix it. Do what I say.
Do what I say.
You going to wear that suit again tomorrow?
It's so wet.
You better.
It's damp right now.
You better.
I
Especially
popped
after
it.
that mix-up.
Got
Get
that
out,
one.
Tony, what do you inside out? This guy, I don't trust this guy with baseball.
What do you mean?
Just know months down when this all comes when the the roosters
You're
come
well
to,
said.
Come on, let's get this.
Chickens
You're
come
on
home
there.
to roost.
There it is.
The Roosters.
Come home to roost.
When that happens,
Yeah.
we're gonna learn that this guy never really was into baseball. I'm on to him.
No show should be on for 8 hours.
Roosters come home to crow.
No.
Good eye.
Lewis.
Cut that up for me.
The runners advance.
Yeah, he was specifically terrible there.
Play that.
I was great.
Play that back for me. You trying to say the chickens come home to roost.
You know what they told me? They can't. The system crashed. They can't cut that out.
It did. We overworked the system trying to find the Fonseca soundbite. Oh, Panthers score!
Oh, I thought the Marlins won. You guys got me excited.
A double steal, I think.
Tony, you?
It was a pitch in the dirt. They advanced on it on a wild pitch. E2.
I was watching the Habs.
Damn it.
He also came and played drinking games with us. Man, I love this team.
Catcher struck out.
2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Runners on second and third for the Miami Marlins.
Oh, it's a righty pitcher, so let's pinch hit with someone who hasn't hit all game because they're lefty. I don't even know who's up right now. I guarantee you it's a pinch hitter that's lefty.
Lenny Harris.
Oh, I mean, that would be good. Okay, it's Jacob Marcy. He was playing. But if he was a righty,
Hey,
they'd
he's
put
2
a
for
lefty
3.
in.
Off the schneid a little bit. He was struggling out the gates this season.
Come on.
And he's Italian.
Chris,
What's up?
before this live stream ends today, I want to hear back what it is that you were trying to say.
It's clear what I was trying to say. I mean, I feel like everyone knew.
It was clear what I was trying to say to Luke Thomas, too. He got it. He answered the question.
I'm so tired.
I understand, and your suit is damp, and you're wearing it again tomorrow. Zaz, how do you feel about the Heat being down by 19 here?
It was embarrassing, but they like their team, so we'll be all right.
2.5 weeks of Talladega, Tony.
Oh, buddy, I'm
It's going to be you. It's going to be me.
Come on, Jacob.
College Mike. Eagle Eye.
NASCAR Nate.
NASCAR Nate.
Yeah,
And
Watermelon
of
Man.
course, the Watermelon Man.
There you go.
Come on, 2-1 count. Hitters count here.
I was driving in my car making myself laugh at this bit. Oh, my God. It's like you talking a soft voice. But if we get the Watermelon Man.
Extra innings.
Free baseball. If this were baseball from 3 years ago, we'd be in the 4th inning, everybody. So let's relax.
That's true.
Oh, they're going to hurry up. They're going to put runners on second here. They're going to get us out of here quick.
This sport, look at me. I love baseball now. It's a great sport. I'm back. I'm watching baseball all the time now. I love what they've done. This is incredible. Someone is receptive to feedback, and the sport isn't stubborn enough to say, no, we got it, we'll change, and they made it awesome again.
It is.
They're efforting. I don't know.
It's a strange thing to say. We'll find it. I won't leave the air until we do.
Heat down 18, by the way.
I cannot dispute what is being said when it comes to this sport, Zaslow, because it is amazing to actually see an evolution where the sport that is by far the most resistant to change because it is historically steeped in tradition and they always thought that change was an insult, to absolutely fix their sport by speeding it up for our attention deficit disorder.
Yeah, like we were critical. I know this show, certainly. I say we just in general, baseball fans, very critical of Rob Manfred for a long time, but you got to give Rob Manfred a lot of credit here. He got this done. You know, like maybe he stunk for a while, but he, whatever role you think he may have played in having these rules instituted, he's the commissioner at the time that they managed to fix this. It's a good job.
What happened, Chris? He's not talking to you about doing a good job. What was that sound, that stray sound? Did you just turn on a microphone with your
apart
ass?
at the seams.
It's
so wrinkled in the back. He looks. If this guy's your lawyer, you're going to jail.
Chris, what is it that you set off on the computer?
I'm not going to be deposed.
Mother.
So, yeah, Rob Manfred does deserve a lot of credit. There's no disputing that.
It's a great evolution.
I'm not going to be deposed.
I love what this show's done. We just decided out of that show we're going to be bad. No one's doing it this way.
That's not nice.
That's a deflection.
That's not nice what you just did.
He's wearing a suit. He's fine.
Jeremy, what's up, buddy?
Folks, we have the winner of the Your Song, Your Choice competition. And the winner with 44% of the vote is Baseball is Back, Jack.
again.
Let's play it for the fans.
Flea market mascot.
Baseball, baseball, baseball. Baseball is back, Jack. Time for baseball, it's a sport. This is a baseball song, and I will not keep it short. Baseball's back, Jack. No times for bunts, we're hitting bombs. You can call them taters, bombinazos, or ding-dongs. They're playing games now, done with PFPs and running laps. When baseball's back, I stand up and say, baseball is back, Jack. When they hit the ball into the air, a guy says, I got it. When your team's going for the wild card, they might have a guy named Daniel Bard. Man, you gotta try these Cracker Jacks, because it's time where the baseball is back, Jack. Baseball, baseball, baseball. Baseball is back, Jack. Become a guy who's naming dudes. BJ Upton, Randy Choate, Cody Ross, John Olerud, Ruben Sierra, Samuel Sosa, or Big Mac. I just named guys who played the game a lot. Baseball is back, Jack. Baseball is back, Jack. Baseball is back, Jack.
That was a hotline to the end zone bad.
You know what you're going to have to do now, Chris?
It's offensive to
Chris,
me that you
Chris
decided
is a living embodiment of the meme, like accidentally became essential at work.
It's like the guy staring at the IT thing and he's there looking at it like,
in that suit. He hates that their ideas.
What's the song?
Hardline. Hardline to the end zone.
We should just go through our library and just start
Love of
firing
God.
stuff off.
No, you're searching end zone. Don't do that. Might be fake Top Gun.
We need him talking about the
Fake
Roosters,
Kenny
by the way.
Loggins.
I didn't forget that.
Well, no, we've got it. I've got it in the holster. Lewis has informed me. Lewis has risen up, all right? He has seized up. He hasn't played the right video at the right time. He's confusing people. He's distracting people. He told me Mike Piemonte has a black eye. But somebody made a mistake, and now Lewis is seized on it, and he says, I've got that in the holster.
Perfect.
But first, what I want to see is where this Jeremy roller coaster is going to take us, because he's still mad that we didn't make a song about baseball. He wanted a song about baseball, and so that's what he did as a retaliatory measure. We've got all these intros introducing the other sports. They're great songs, and so what he did was purposely bad in order to sabotage the show. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's good, but I have in my holster a sorbet that's going to cleanse the palate after Roy, Chris, and his falling apart suit find hardline to the end zone because Roy decided to make that reference, because the other day I asked Roy, and he stopped doing this because that's how we do things around here. Every post-game show I want ending with an old song. So they did it 3 times and they stopped doing it. And this is what he opened with, because the judgment from that chair is terrible.
Like that.
Chris.
No.
Chris, hardline to the end zone.
You never said we had that.
We're still looking for it. We're still looking.
I do have his mistake, though, if you want to play that.
Yes, please.
Just know, months down, when this all comes, when the Roosters come.
Well
to-
said. Well
Come on,
said.
let's get
Yeah.
this.
Chickens
You're
come
on
home
there.
to
There it
roost.
is.
The Roosters.
Come home to roost.
When that happens,
You're battling.
The Reds have runners on first and third with 1 out.
How do you pronounce this guy's name? It looks like Low, but I was told it's not. It's Lau? That's not how you spell that.
Lau is the one you were asking about, not Foucher.
It's Low, right?
It's Fauché.
Oh, did this guy used to play for the Rangers? Wow, I know ball.
Dan, how could you, man?
Which part?
Ruining the Marlins game. Also criticizing me nonstop to where I've now lost my voice.
Jeremy, you've been great today.
Thanks.
That was a great parody of in-arena entertainment. Oh,
I hate you, Dan.
Ruining the Marlins game is thinking anyone but Alcantara pitching is a good idea. That's ruining the Marlins.
Zaz nailed it.
We could have conversations about that, but guess why Sandy had to come out? Because Dan decided to say, oh, this guy's unhittable. And then when he gave up a double, it was, oh, but it'll be fine. He'll get out of the inning. And then it was a walk. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, so the Miami Heat are locked in to the play-in, right? They'll be on the road.
Yeah,
Now,
so long as they don't come back from this 18-point deficit in the fourth quarter.
They've done this, though, gotten into the playoffs as a 10, right?
No.
You could
not
argue,
as a
yes.
10.
No?
Not as a 10.
No, I thought they played
They've
two road
won
games.
They've never
games
won
before.
2 road games before, though.
Oh, okay. Last year they had 2 road games, but they were in a lower.
No, last year, didn't they lose a home game and then one on the road or something?
They won in Atlanta. That game was electric.
They
You
won
tell
in
us. That was the
Atlanta.
Pearl Jam game.
They won in Atlanta and then won at home. So they were the 8th seed.
Dan,
probably,
did you
right?
call him Calvin Foucher?
Yeah. That's
Fauché.
What I know, but
Foucher?
I called him Foucher because we were doing the low loud joke. And so
ridiculous.
I called.
Also, they're playing smarter, not harder with the Heat here, right? You get the 10 seed, you get hot, you win a couple games on the road, then you go to Detroit, a team that's flailing a little bit, and they're not flailing, but I'm just
They're
trying
not
to convince
flailing
myself.
anymore.
It's fine. I'll drink some wine out of this coffee mug.
Chris has the Heartline for the Heartline song.
Run into the end zone, listen to Speranos roar.
Tail?
Balls underthrown, begging you to catch and go. Hardline to the end zone. Right into the end zone. Heading for a touchdown, never gonna happen tonight. They got you fumbling, what a wreck, preparing you for defense. Hardline to the end zone, right into the end zone.
Oh, there's more.
You'll never see Henny again, because everyone seems to be sold. You know what's coming in the end. We want Andrew Luck, so let's fold.
Chris might be the only person in the world that's not happy that the world didn't end.
Play again the
That's
sound
all right.
of you trying to say the chickens come home to roost.
No, I will not. I don't want to.
You can't do that.
All right, fine, I will. Okay. Just know, months down, when this all comes, when the, what is it, the roosters come
Well
to-
said.
Come on, let's get this.
Chickens
You're
come
on
home
there.
to
There it
roost.
is.
The roosters.
Come home to roost.
When that happens.
We should let some guys fight through it a little bit. We're so quick to jump down people's throats.
Play it again.
Just know, months down, when this all comes, when the, what is it, the roosters come
Well
to-
said. Well
Come on,
said.
let's get
The
this.
chickens
You're
come
on
home
there.
to
There it
roost.
is.
The roosters.
Come home to roost.
When that happens.
Tony just whispered to me, karate chop to his next. There cannot be another workplace in America in the public where the teammates are so happy to see the other teammates fail. There just can't
I got
be.
another sound we can play.
It's politics.
If you think that your family.
Oh,
Oh, you're laughing, Tony? People in the
Loser.
chat said your chest is whiter than Poppy's beard.
oh shit.
I got one for Tony, too.
You crazy 3-time belt champion. Oh, what is that?
This has gotten really ugly.
He knew what I was talking about, okay?
I
He
don't-
came
I
out
don't
and said
like
another
this.
12 minutes on what I was talking about.
Our shows face a lot of adversity.
Oh, God, give it to me.
Can't be doing this to one another.
I can't believe Foucher did this to me.
Shout out Never Miss Your Shot Golf.
Neither can I.
Really love them. Appreciate them for everything tonight.
Now, we have not promised to stay on throughout the entirety of these games, but I also feel guilty about shutting us
You don't
down
have to.
for the evening when all of these games are still undecided. So what is our responsibility here as an outfit that's slurring its way through the broadcast, our 7th hour of programming today? Because the Heat are down 100-78. I don't want to leave this Marlins game because so many of the games.
Why? So you can continue to ruin it?
The Marlins can rally and win in extra innings because they keep putting runners on base. And this particular sport, and Jeremy, you know this, bases loaded with 1 out and no outs doesn't mean anything anymore because there's so many strikeouts.
Cue the grand slam.
All the time.
This guy.
All the time, this game goes into the bottom of the 10th inning with the Marlins down a run and a runner on second base. All the time. This ends in a
There's a hanger.
Shit.
There's no way. There's no way.
Dan.
I hate you.
I mean, we're not going to beat that.
Get off the air.
5-2 Reds.
I'm out of here.
I feel like maybe now we can punt on the game.
I feel vindicated.
Play your mistake one more time, though. Crazy 3-time belt champion.
Panthers are still.
Ooh, perfect club toss. Something rarely seen in the wild. The club toss, curtsy combo. Swing, club toss, curtsy. Perfection. Great ground interaction. Love the new irons. Eye of the tiger. Let's go, Rocky. I feel like this tree needs some attention. Perfect. Guys, I've been telling you all day that I can play. I am good at golf. Bet none of you would believe me. Look at how good I truly am. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, guys, which celebration? Ride the pony or the Tiger Woods fist bump? Hey, guys, just let you know, Tiger never wore a bucket hat. Never. Thin to win, baby. Thin to win. It's the first good thing you've done all day. Make a 40-foot putt. You've done nothing else all day. Hey, Ma. The flop and drop. Ooh, So close. One of us condones. Another rare sighting. The Phil Mickelson Master Celebration. The one that he really wanted to do. Spinning Fists of Fury followed by the Betty Boop. This is in all the way. And I can do this all day.